What's up, Hippo lovers? We are in the last quarterfinal of qualifier number 1 winner bracket here. Fire against Mr. ACCM. Another best of 5. The winner will play Mr. Back T, so no easy task there. The loser will drop down and play Zuppy, which will be a killer loser bracket match as well. Tough job for both. Either way, in this series or in the following series, but that really shows you how good the lineups are for this tournament. Let's jump into game number 1 here, played on Mediterranean, and we have two of very strong civilizations. We are seeing Mr. Fire playing with the Italians. On the other side, in the purple trunks, we have ACCM playing with Japanese. No restart here in game number 1. MembTV streams this game as well, indeed, so both of us, that might happen with a lot more of the games. He obviously is super happy to cover some high-level action as well, and I made our qualifiers open streaming. The main event will be my selfish approach, though, that I will only allow English casting for my channel. Any other language is allowed for open streaming there as well. ACM actually quadruple walling instead of like going one step over and only using 3 tiles to wall this off. What, not the greatest efficiency here if you ask me, but no one does. And boar number 2 flying in as well. Fire nowadays with a solid build order here as well for the Italians. And I'll shortly trade this. Wasting 2 wood. Not even. It's not even 2 wood. Well, if you finish it them, then it's 2 wood. Otherwise, you would just delete them and would be less than 1 wood even. Because you remember, ZeroEmpires is even working behind, like with decimal numbers as well. That's why we often see like the weird 3,499 stone or something, right? Yeah. Japanese fishing ship, 2 minutes to die. Maybe it was an over balance move there from Forgotten Empires. And I will include myself there to reduce the 3 damage to only 1 damage against the fishing ship now. Maybe a reduced damage to 2 could have been better as well. Actually, it takes 1 minute to kill it. Looks like a pretty even fight. I think whoever survives with 3 HP. I think ACM is winning this. What? I think ACM was winning this. I'm a bit confused. Is it okay to speak English on German Day? I think so. But it's not okay to speak German on non-German days. Weird. Unfair. Racism. And Fire will also be up to feudal age a bit earlier. As a second dock, should be the same timing with ACM here, and only 4 on gold. I think he needs to add some more than a bit later. Like how tanky the Japanese fishing ship are. Are there really that more like fishing ship aren't really dying anyways at the moment. Not sure if it's actually adding so much. 3rd dock quite early. And isn't producing out of his 2nd dock. Sloppy play. Fire not really using his resources. Only now. Fire galley around, and we see ACM, although he was a bit later, will have the 2nd fire galley out. Ahead of Fire. But 3rd dock should be somewhat even as well. Looks somewhat of an even trade. Even still having 2 sheep over there, and still some sheep overall left over there. 6 on gold now here. We see 6 on gold here. Maybe not the best spread. Maybe mining camp could have been 1 more to the house. And weird spread when it comes to the fishing to the villagers. Let's take a look. The first engagement. Still says German Day. Oh, now I get the jokes. Okay. Thanks. And I'm focused back again. Well, is there? No, there's no place in the world where it's still Monday, right? Okay, first hit here, not the greatest one. Can micro back ACCM. That was a good one for him. Fire with 2 kills, but that's obviously without one demo hit. Is microing back. Both are microing back quite nicely, as you can see. Fire needs to pull this one back, 2 HP, and that's the first real kill here. Sends a low HP one to the front, and that looks a bit better for ACCM, if you ask me, this far. 5 AM on Tuesday in Hawaii. Well, yeah. Don't think anyone is GMT minus 14. Yeah. Not possible. Okay, demo hit here, and that's a good one. Doing full damage against one fire galley and takes a fishing ship down with him as well. I like the start of ACCM a bit more at the moment. Very high class game here, as we know. Wouldn't be surprised if either of them qualifies. Fire probably a bit of the higher contender in the last co-cast we had with him. He said he was training every single day at the moment simply to qualify for this event and would love to come to Germany and meet all his old tyrant friends again. Over the barracks, ACCM with the walls though. No deer pushing, blacksmiths on the way, and now we see demo hit, not too great. ACCM survives that one. The center, a lot of low HP ones, not taking the greatest fight. Nice micro back here by fire, and I think ACCM needs to retreat here. Has more military, but is it retreating with way too much here? The numbers are good, but HP are a bit better on the side of Mr. Fire. Maybe another engagement. Okay-ish, it did some small damage. But keep still not used here at that area. And let's take a look. ACCM with 300 food, Fire with 260. Archer range for him. Scout survived for now. Maybe a transporter from Fire. Really. Continues with some demos and actually pulled a second villager, which is now shown as idle as well. Some more repair. Do you think fire ships should do a bit more damage to fishing ship, like 1.5 or 2 instead of 1? Yeah, I just said that at the start of the game. I think 2 could be a good one. That's just now, and we see ACCM. He already starts to juggle towards Castle Age here, and only is needing some more gold. Is repairing here, as it seems. We see some demo hits, another good one, and that was patrol by fire, takes those out. Demo is even finding another angle. That was pretty good for ACCM, I have to say. And now he has the bigger numbers. Fire has a lot of HP, but the damage output clearly on the side of our Vietnamese player. Not pulling back all of them. ACCM is up, fire at the same time, 400 food, and let's see what he can do with his archers. Does not have fletching, I believe. No blacksmiths here. Those archers won't be the super damage dealers either. Deep still standing here, and that demo won't do much either. The damage of 1.5 actually work. From what I understand, it does not. Decision at One Talk of the Empire, and he said that's somewhat of a problem for balancing, that the numbers are so small, and if you have like the choice between like 1 or 2 damage, it just is a massive change. And an option could be like double all numbers, or do them by, yeah, multiply them by 10 or something. But I think they will just try to balance it with the small numbers that we are working with at the moment. More demo rafts here. Still not in Castle Age. Where are the archers of fire? Only now coming over. Scout and 4 archers. And now Castle Age for ACCM. He will take reasonable engagements here. Is there a chance that he spots that one? Not really. Runs into the gold spot, so good stuff for him. Let's see how ACCM can react to this. Will clearly win waters. Solid spread formation, and How will be the damage done? No stone at all for Mr. ACCM. Because he sold it in the market. Demo shouldn't lose his life. They're unnecessarily in the dock, but he will sometimes the aggro. Not the greatest thing. ACM's reaction a bit late. Let's see, but he won water. Maybe should even cancel careening. Not really giving you too much of an advantage just here after you won water anyways. Fire somewhat gave it up now. For Archer still without fletching. Fletching coming in now though. Barracks. Quite late. Needs to come up with some more water in the north here if you ask me. And should add massive amount of fishing ships from now on. Transporter should get killed as well. And the scout lost his life. Killed 3 villagers I'd say. I'm back on gold. That's quite risky. And maybe fire just feels can do like 2-3 more villager kills. And then ACM will have a knight out. One knight should take this fight, especially with low HP ones. But maybe 2 more kills could be done here. Yeah, careening for what? Nicov agrees here. Water completely won. And well, the transporter is getting cleared up as well. Low HP villagers, will they get home? Even taking some uphill hits, and the knight only needs 3 slices. And it looks good for ACCM if you ask me. Lost 2 villagers though, but that's still okay for him. Heavy water control for a Japanese player, and I want to see massive amount of fishing ship from him. Adds 2 more, has all the water control, but there's no idea about the redock at the side here. Fire. Adding extra TCs as well, because he still has stone. So to the point of view of ACCM, what is he seeing? What is he expecting? Patrolling somewhere. He sees no upgrade on that fire galley. Has to be pretty safe or field safe. But this one might spot the docks here. And indeed he sees the redock. Sees 2 docks that he has not spotted before. So should be aware of that. And now careening is helping him out again. Is he sending more over? Yes, he is. Realized everything. Is he adding some more? For now, only 1 fishing ship. And fire with demos. The way. Knights trying to come over. Maybe can get 1 or 2 kills. Shouldn't be able to do too much. We have still some archers out here. And that's costly for fire. Who is ahead by 10 villagers though. So remember, like 3 over here. A lot of idle villagers. 2 more over here at the wood line. At 5 docks. Let's see how much that will do. A good demo hit to start the job. Look at all the low HP. And if we see another demo that could be deadly here. And indeed, bam! Hitting 3.5. Demos here as well. Solid stuff for Mr. Fire. And, well, ACM. Maybe War Galley demo could be the better composition than endless fire ship here, if you ask me. Ships. Knights could maybe get some kills here at the woodline. What does ACCM see? Oh god, he has 0 scouting of anything. But that is actually super fortunate for him. Needs 5 slices though against the villagers, but will get a raid in at the same time. Fire might be distracted over here, but nope. His macro on point. And will be somewhat fine. Only loses 2 villagers, and those have 0 armor, or like only the initial 2 for them, so could be scared away quite easily. ACM maybe can get another villager kill. Let's take a look. Some quick houses. Didn't even matter too much. And it feels like fire is taking back water. Is 9 villagers ahead. Per game, I'd say. Somewhat even 10 more fishing ships for ACM though. That's a big cuddle move here. No one really going for demos. And I think people are switching too late onto demos. Onto war galleys here. I can back the left hand side and get re-engaging with the right hand side. That was a good move by ACCM, and should pull that 2 HP 1 back here. But I think he has more damage output. Look at that. That's like 8 or 10 to 4 even. But that's just ridiculous. Comes to those numbers. A lot of deep found here. No real engagement anywhere on land happening at the moment. Demo could fly in. Could take at least 2 kills against very low HP ones. And will take a solid hit here. ACM behind by 7 villagers, 10 fishing ships ahead. He has 2 TCs running for himself and some on gold, and doesn't have the worst resources here. Maybe even think about going up to Imperial Age pretty soon. And we see 2 buildings exactly for that. Would have loved to see University over Siege Workshop. We go on water that heavily, but well, maybe was scared of more archers and wanted to have some answer to that. Fire at the other side, adding some more farms. And maybe some redocking would be nice of ACCM. Maybe some over here. Over here would obviously be super lobby. AD is actually pretty close. Well, yeah. That's true. Is ACCM research drill nets? I don't think so. We can take a look at that. We have him without drill nets. We've helped him out with 25% faster gathering rate. Because food and wood. And well, he surely collected enough to justify that. Stone walls even, and house walls. Good job here. Trying to spot more of those potential redocks. Picks up a relic, and ACM will be clicking up to Castle Age or to Imperial Age any second now. Archers won't achieve anything, and at the moment, game somewhat stable. No one can really do any real damage. Water control for ACCM. Was that another attempt of a redock? Yes, it was. Tried to build a transporter there. Tried to go for the sneak, but something that Fire doesn't know. And just attack here and could run into only palisade walls. Could easily break that. ACCM now with fletching on the way. What does that mean? That means he's going for a landing that could potentially be Arbalest. Maybe some archer ranges here. Could do something. Supported by some war galleys in the back. Fire is waiting for the second building and can now click up. Maybe was even waiting for the 1k and 800. Which, as you all know, as the educated viewers, is not necessary for the Italians. Should spot that landing instantly. Super archery range, no reaction from him just yet though. Obviously in the minimap it's tough to see coast. You can already see a lot of purple dots. Let's see if he reacts. For now, not really. Goes for some eco upgrades. Goes onto stone quite heavily. And will potentially go into Genoese. We will see about that. Siege Workshop being built. ACM. Maybe another archery range at home could have helped out to get crossbowman upgrade, to get lumbering running and increase the production here at the front a bit more. Hello, Mr. Mibble, and the chat as well. Now Imp, defensive castle for Fire on the way. Not sure if he bought some stone there. Some archery ranges of himself now. Arbalest and Bracer. It looks good for ACCM, if you ask me. What can he go for? Goes for Ram first. Maybe some more war galleys could be nice. Just building a house over here. I think that's the space where you normally prefer something like more archer ranges. No ballistics here, as we can see. But Arbalest against archers. It's not important if you have ballistics there. It's not a fight you're really going to win. Wood under pressure now. +1 defense for the archers and Fire. He goes on to skirmishes. No condos from him yet. Maybe condo landing could do something. Is trying to wall that side off. They're just trying to sneak around. Gets a lot of pressure for sure. With a smaller stranglehold. But now let's take a look. Maybe could even make a run for the wood line. Scouted that. Only 4 defense at the moment for those skirmishes. So they will eventually die against the 9 damage. Not the perfect counter if you didn't do all the defense upgrade, but Fire is trying to catch up with that. Villager count virtually identical now. Another castle, and those Arbalists, they might get some kills. I still doubt that he has ballistics though. Might have squeezed that in though, and I just missed it. Chemistry on the way now. University, that looks like it just finished or something. Uh-oh, and he could get some sweet kills here. Mangonel is out. Will he eat a shot? Okay, yeah, he ate one. Another shot. Oh god, ACM. Don't tell me you're losing all this. He could have easily killed that. And that was 6 Arbalest going down and losing a lot of HP here. That is something I didn't expect. He could have done so much more, and now he needs to run for sure. And that Mangonel alone kind of stopped that aggression for now. More traps now in production, and just sniping one monk, trying to get home somewhat safely. Oh, converting one of the fire ship here at the site. Stays on Arbalest Skirmisher, 20 pop ahead, but obviously that's not all efficient population. Some demos in the center, some fire ship in the center won't be as good. And well, what is this? The mill wall by fire. Oh, okay. Well, defining the new meta. Oh, interesting. It still looks like no ballistics to me, and indeed he's only researching ballistics now. Makes a lot more sense. And for the first time in forever, ACCM ahead in the villager count. Comes coming over, the hero Mangonel from earlier. It's a lot of idle villagers. You see going down, now he's trying to go for that castle. There's not a lot of answer. Mangonel, maybe? Oh, and Fire's trying to redock, but honestly, is redocking really what he needs at the moment? I think he needs to defend on land and clear that up first. Okay, it's 2 against 2 traps. Looks okay-ish, one might say. Population somewhat evened out. Fire, he's still fighting for this. The aggression somewhat stopped. ACM, I'm trying to help out with repairing, but he ignores me, and oh, trap is going down. Maybe I can help out a bit more over here. Fire not listening to me. 1 dock for Kendo landing. Looks more like 3 docks for fast fire ship. Fast fire ships. Got this trap. I'm trying to micro him back. Won't work either. Sloppy play by ACCM. Losing 2 traps here already. Fire positions his castles quite nicely. Make a solid defense. Another castle here at the top by ACCM. We're sitting comfortably at 100. And a 3rd trap. That's just so weird. This castle was on range as well. Okay. Build up more traps. Okay, finally it starts to repair some. Not really using his water advantage. Mr. ACCM could have helped himself out over here. Do samurais have bonus against condos? Yes, they do. Tammy is losing that trap again. ACCM, that just... Oh, okay. Starting to repair again. But now bombard cannons, and they're pretty good in those scenarios. Castle down. Trying to focus down. Well, let's go for the house first. Out of the bombard cannons or traps. And trap not really getting repaired. Now he's back to repairing. Loses the trap anyways. Arbalest coming from this side. Bombard cannons need to getting focused down. Not really getting the hits there. Still getting quite a lot of damage. As you see, only firing with 2 villagers at the same time. And more traps going down. Did we miss anything on water or land? Doesn't really look like it. Pretty peaceful over here for now. Fast fire ships now on the way for Mr. Fire. That's so many traps lost. What was it? Like I counted 4, 5, probably 6 traps already lost. That one might be number 7. 8 so around the sides here. Ram now moving forward. He doesn't have a lot of answers to that Ram. Trying to fight it down with the villager Ram. I'm not sure if it's 1 hit or 2 hits he needs. Against the Ram. It is not even getting to it. Nice block with the skirmisher there as well. Some of water engagements could be coming up. Then Japanese, I think they could perform quite nicely. Have all the upgrades on water, I believe. But, well, he needs to go for them first. That wasn't the greatest engagement. Can Fire maybe still hold this one? Is trying to fight himself back, but is getting a lot of pressure at the top. Maybe let's take a look at the wood lines that we still have left. I can see one over here. That's all dried up. This one is dried up. Uh-oh. Fire, he's out of wood, guys. It's a rare scenario in Mediterranean, but this guy, he only has this wood left at the moment and needs to expand from that side. He needs to make something happen at least one side. ACCM with yet another castle and another siege workshop, pressuring the top even more. Still no condos, but samurais at it. And Fire, he might be running out of wood. What casual horse color timing here at the 48-minute mark. And Fire, yeah, he realizes I cannot push enough. And he needs to resign without a really big fight. And I think it was a mistake for him to try to take water back. I understood those 5 dogs, but trying to do this wasn't really what I liked too much. I think pushing over here, reclaiming your wood, reclaiming your gold could have been the better option. Wall up the top, and boy, good game by Mr. ACCM, who is taking the first lead here of this best of 5 series. Whoever wins 3 maps first wins the series. Pretty even. Lots of Arbalest and skirmisher dying on both sides in the end, or only Arbalest or ACCM had the better eco though. And all those traps lost, those were painful. 140 villagers, 2 relics, and ACCM with a performance that makes me somewhat proud. Solid stuff over here, and Land Madness will be our next map. We'll take a look at the TIFF draft, and we won't have Italians anymore, and we won't have Japanese anymore. Land Madness kind of has to be Franks, and probably Berbers by ACCM to counter those then. 3-0 ACCM. Fire still has good civilizations. Pruki, thanks for your prime. I feel Franks Berbers should be the best one here. Maybe get crazy with Slavs. I don't know, but soon we will find out. They started. No Incas picked, indeed. Remember guys, Fire is awake for now 23 hours. Lost his, or broke his phone, didn't want to oversleep. Didn't have an idea how to set an alarm on another way, which is super weird. But okay, and didn't want to sleep for only 5-6 hours and then oversleep. So he just stayed awake for some more. Just Fire things. Okay, I will get some sugar water for myself, and then we will surely go for game number 2, Land Madness. Did he wear a shirt? I have no idea. Oh, Fire and Doubt in grand finals and both oversleep. Then we'll go for the tournament with 7 people. What's your weight? 75.5 this morning before taking a dump. So wasn't the biggest dump, let's say. Wait, was 76.5, so 75.9 I'd say after a dump. Hello, Tony. Stop talking about your dumps, man. Girl. Thanks for the pun. 600 gram poop? It wasn't that much, like. Maybe next time I should weigh myself before and after. I had an internship in a chemistry laboratory as well, and someone was blowing their nose, and I weighed the tissue with the stuff inside and compared it to the other tissue, and then came to the guy, or like it was even a girl, and did like listings like Melanie's like blowing nose day 1, 23.4 grams, and then I started like a table. Blue and purple are very different, but we can go for blue and red again. The creepiest stalking thing ever? Well, she was my crush actually for 1.5 years. Needless to say, she's married to another person now. You keep all of Doubt's poop? Should be worth something, right? Whatever you plan to do, please don't show us your nose production. I read show us your nose production. Yesterday? Those are the nose productions from today. Already, but wasn't that much. I threw the stuff over in the kitchen. Standard Curix? What are standard Curix? Doubt's poop is holy shit. What's your opinion on Bob Ross? Wonderful. Didn't watch him for quite some time, but as a kid, I even sat down with my father and we watched the whole episode without talking once. Just enjoyed it. Read a lot of background stuff around him as well, like the episodes after his wife died, for example. And that he did a painting in black and white for a colorblind person as well. So, probably a lovely feller even outside of the camera. You have any siblings? No. Oopa, villager. Okay, fire. Playing with boars. Okay. And he's playing the Franks. On the other side, we have Slavs, not the Berbers that I kind of was expecting for a small time. We are playing on Land Madness, a map where we cannot wall on this wide area and only having small goat and stone spots spread around the map. This map is nice. Agreed? Nili is an only child. What is that supposed to mean? Because I never learned how sharing works? I would love to see El Dorado as game number 3 because it's always played and the map usually produces good games and more. Well, we have a big mixture, right? I think I will have like 12 maps in the pool and we have how many different series? And like 35 series or something, maybe 40 series. So we'll be switched around quite often and every round the settings will change. Ranks OP on Land Madness. Strong, but maybe not OP. Red and blue for the colorblinds. My bad. So we will stay with red, Mr. Fire, and ACCM with red. Normally I like to give people identity like Winchester, ACCM playing purple, Viper is staying with yellow, and Liereyy going for green or something, but apparently every 18th or something of you is colorblind and really prefers some different colors, so tough for me to understand, but good guy Nili, trying to help out the world. I'm not sure if I like this map. Well, then rewatch all NAC and see how many great games it produced. How much gold is on this map compared to normal Arabia? I don't know. Should be pretty similar. But obviously, like wild spots all around the map. Maybe a bit less. So let 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no. Let me count again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Did I count that again? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18. I don't know if I counted that one. 18, 36, 19, -7. I think it's 2 tiles more per person. Yeah. But without extra gold. So it is. It's 1 tile less, I think. Unless I miscounted one. If I missed one, it's totally even.
Great
Nearly mad.
So far.
Thank you so much here, Mr. NAC2-90 for the $5 and the nice compliment. Stuff like this keeps me going. And also we had, oh, I didn't even open Streamlabs. Okay, that's why I didn't really react in time there. Sorry, my bad. We for now already have fire on the way, or in feudal age. We'll go for the stables. And before that, we had Mr. Peter, who wants to join as well. Will be tricky, my friends. Will be tricky. Thanks for your 5 as well. So, stable from Mr. ACCM, meaning we will see both players going for scouts and spearmen here. They need to spread themselves a bit out to go for more mills, for more deer here as well. At the start, Fire will have a small advantage because his scouts will have more HP. He also will have the farm upgrade. At the same time, ACM will have faster working farms and went for horse color as well. First kill might happen pretty soon here. But once we get onto massive amount of farms and maybe even bloodlines, the ACCM is the guy ahead. Scouts are a stable strategy. So funny. Yeah. Ranks lost to Magias, Lan versus Winch. Well, doesn't mean that it always wins, right? Okay, stable strategy. Oh, I will probably reuse this one. 1 point. Yeah. It's a good one. It's weird that I've never heard of that one before. Oh god, that's a bad engagement here for Fire. Needs to disengage that. 2 against 2 spearmen over here. Fire losing. That's kind of sloppy play, I have to say. Not taking the greatest engagement on either front here, but now retreating at both. Makes sense. Everything has a better micro in this match. I honestly don't know. Tough for me to say. At the moment, looked like 2 small slip-ups here from Fire. Remember that Slavs, they should be somewhat fine. Fire with a lot of wood indeed, as the chat pointed out. Could maybe add some more farms here. There's quite a lot of spearmen as well. Fire has good micro. Well, ACM has good micro as well. The question is who has better micro. Oh, let's take a look. Oh, we didn't get a kill there. Don't tell me he's not getting a single kill. Well, that is a lot of low HP villagers though, so surely could come back with another raid and get some of those. Look at that. Like 3 very low HP villagers. Spearmen around 5. Those scouts could do something. Over here, villagers got pulled as it seems. Defensive tower in no man's land. I don't understand that one at all. One... Is that spearman killed? One scout killed in exchange. Needs to run around. Fire now with a nice micro. Spearman didn't get a single hit off though. And now the next attack. And as I said earlier, there's a lot of low HP, but it just didn't really micro on those. Some weird farms here by ACCM. Yeah, pretty brutal. Scouts coming over. How does the spearman amount look? 3 over here, that wood line, but close to the TC. At least instant reaction from ACCM at the same time. Engagement over here aren't doing much. Lots of fighting at different fronts, but all very close to enemy TCs, so can't really get like the mega kills in. Why is Fire playing so bad today? Maybe being awake for 23 hours. I've heard only very crazy people try to stay awake for long times. And it's very unhealthy. Never do that at home or on stream, guys. Oh, overchopped! Scouts are now in, and that will be 1-2 kills. He's even trying to fight this off against 4 scouts with a reasonable amount of HP. I'm not sure if I like that decision. I heard 2 villagers going down, 1 scout in exchange, and well, the spearman is now coming over. We'll snag that villager, 4 HP, and oh, even survives there. That was actually okay-ish still for Mr. Fire, who's trying to run around here. Villager count, 5 more for ACCM. In a good spot, stabled here for ACCM. Now number 2. Does he even have bloodlines? No, he does not. Switching on gold now though, and his resources indicate that maybe bloodlines could be in the discussion here. Spearmen trying to defend that. That's a lot of spearmen! Trying to defend that area. Magnus now as well. Will we see bloodlines here or not? He has a lot of scouts. Did get maybe some kills. That's a 5 HP villager. And now going for the gold spot, but can jump into the tower. And that's exactly 5 villagers on gold, so shouldn't have any problems. At the same time, Fire did actually the switch into archers, something we don't see too often from Franks, but it could be even better because of exactly that reason. Archer range now for ACM. He is fighting in range of the tower. He's still waiting for bloodlines and the +1 defense upgrade, which are both on the research tab. I think Fire should get cleared up here. Might be overextending this. Only 3 archers without any upgrades, but will do quite some damage against the tower. Let's take a look. Trying to engage only against the archers makes a lot of sense to me. Scouts are coming over from the front. Fire very heavily committing in here, but I think he is losing too much, and once like 2-3 skirmishers are out, ACM will have the killed. Fire not in stand ground either, is losing some in range of the tower here. Now the TC even helping out as well, and Fire just lost everything. KD 2-1. Fire, did he just through this game? It looked like he wanted to go for the kill, but then the scouts came in with all their upgrades, and that just gave him so much defense against the archers, which are still lacking quite a lot of upgrades. And Fire now catching up with the +1 defense, forging for ACCM as well. And I absolutely love this map because it is so tough to wall, and you can force, yeah, a lot of aggression into the face of your enemy. And Fire now with the next stable, still has an archer range, lots of farms. Quite a lot of spearmen active. Did pull some from his woodline. I was trying to find some holes, but not really happening here at the moment. Fire's playing like an angry 1800 player. Oh, well, tough spot for him. And let's take a look. Goes for some more walls here, but that looks still open to me. Indeed, it is open here, but that's walled. Okay. More spearmen. ACM, how are his resources looking? We have 200. And basically, or 300, 400 for Fire. Other side is looking like he can click up to Castle Age any second here as well. Scouts could do something. 2 spearmen somewhat in range. Not really here, getting some hits off. We don't have a real engagement here at the top. Okay, gets one scout. Some more skirmishes here. Should just go back in ACM. Playing this quite nicely. Now adding stable number 3 and is adding more scouts. That's something we don't see too often, that a player who clicked up to Castle Age is adding more scouts, especially if you are not the Turks player. But he knows a lot of farms rolling for himself. Stable number 3, maybe that gives Fire some hope that ACM is not up to Castle Age, but well, that could be some false hope. Because ACM, he will come with some more aggression. If he continues with scouts, probably wants to upgrade to light cav, then he shouldn't really take any more hits on his scouts at the moment. Our Fire's resources, well, we can see that he's even continuing to produce the scouts. No more archers from him though, although he has 4 on gold, so I think that could be a good option. Spearman production, not continuing either, goes for forging. And that's a lot of scouts, and I think ACM will try to re-engage here once his scouts are around, because the Spearman just fell behind for so much. Trying to debate some. Spearman at the back helping out. ACM is disengaging at the top, trying to chase some down. I think that's not the best move by ACM. Just fighting shortly before his upgrades will finish. Remember that he will have all the options to upgrade here. What is he going for? Triple knight? 8 scouts? Just a moment ago it was like 10 scouts. Interesting. Not using blacksmiths. Some ratio over at the woodline looks like 2 dead villagers, 1 dead scout or something like that. Woodline over here still not really tech. Could, yeah, really benefit from another lumber camp though. Upgrade on the resources of Fire. 700, 500 here. And should be clicking up any seconds, but knights are coming over and they will be there before, well, clearly, before Fire reaches Castle Age. The event production now back on the menu, and he adds 2 more barracks. This will mean ACM needs to switch into, well, something non-knightish pretty soon here as well. Let's take a look. Can he make any good engagements for now? Well, he scouts all the area. How much gold do we have? We have 500 gold left for Fire here in the back. ACM with a good spot, and, well, not getting those villagers. Sad, lots of villagers should be low from before, but yeah, he didn't get any of those kills just yet. Some more walls behind here by ACM. He has a lot of spearmen as well. Feels like he is pretty safe. And yeah, how much gold does he have? Okay, 430 for him as well. And more raids over here. Where are his spearmen? Ah, well, that's just the mobility advantage of the knights. And raid right hand side, raid left hand side, and spearmen always needing to chase. Some more walls were maybe needed, some at the front, and then you can put spearmen over here, spearmen at the side, and defend a bit better this way. Yeah, it just gets really tricky for him. ACM now 10 villagers ahead, and okay, well, loses 2 knights here. Didn't really get more upgrades. Fire now with some walls here to gold, and is fine with that. Tricky scenario. Fire, I believe he has 1 single go at the start of Castle Age. Needs to go aggressively. I believe maybe the monastery won't hurt. Maybe an aggressive siege workshop. So many idle villagers by him. Military count is not even in his favor as well. ACM, what is he doing trying to counter that? Maybe siege workshop by him, from him as well. And maybe 2-3 scorpions could really help against that. For now, no production. He is just going for pikemen as well. Not really how countering works, but reacting to it for sure. No extra TCs from Fire just yet. 250 gold left here. You see from ACM, he is moving back here now. Not the greatest wood for him. Pikeman upgrade now finished, +1 for him, and into those scouts probably die. Light cafe at the side, they're running around, and get another overchop. No, 23 wood. We'll get 1 pikeman in exchange of 1 low HP knight. Oh, found a weird hole here. With the pikeman only pulling 2 of them ACM. Good move as well. +1 defense for him on the way. And now Fire goes for some aggression but loses a lot. And he overchopped over here as well. Oh, was open the whole time. Was it the hole I showed you earlier? Might have been that. Now the advantage close to 20 villagers here. Oh boy, Fire is in some troubles. Some more pressure here at the top as well. And those pikemen, well, they aren't really designed to do the greatest raids ever. Back here. All that is cleared up. Military count better for ACCM. To go for more pikemen though. Those light cav production, not sure if I like it too much. Tower helping out, obviously great against all those pikemen, especially without the +2 defense. Going for some more production here in the back. Only 1 barracks though against, I believe what we saw, 3 barracks. Now build CTC over here, expanding towards the gold. Yeah, finished that one. Wants to go to the left hand side. Some more idols. 23 villager advantage will build the defensive. C will go up. The tower is helping out as well. Just re-engages once we have a horror position for Fire. Can't really use his numbers. And he's going back. And that was somewhat the one attack that he had in him. Tries to build some more knights, but shouldn't really work out. You think longswords here will be better for ACM? No. I think he should just go for enough knights. Maybe 1-2 scorpions to defend. Take a look, or even blocking that. You see more villagers going down now, 62 to 35. It's just so brutal. And well, tries to wall his villagers in here, but will lose at least one of them. Again, well, longsword just means he loses a lot of his mobility. I like that he's staying on a lot of knights. Just continues raiding. It's 40 more vills he can win. Advantage now. Basically double the villager amount. 65 to 33. Well, Fire keeps 3 TCs running. Score, in my opinion, much closer than I judged the game. Oh, but some raid around the corner here. And that could be some dead villagers. ACM. It's doing too well. Maybe an outpost over here could have helped. Let's see how many villagers are going down. 1 for now. I hear a monastery, maybe some raids at the top. Fire going for town watch, I believe an upgrade that makes a lot of sense on this map. I'd love to see ACM going for some more upgrades on his knights and pikemen. Maybe blast furnace. Or not, blast furnace. The +2 attack would help out quite a bit. Raid at the top, raid at the left hand side, defending at 2 spots here in the back. But basically, they're both fighting at 4 different spots. Fire, can he fit all villagers in TC? He could not. He could have. Didn't really happen. Knights getting the kills in time. He can win. He goes full ramps at this point. Something I doubt. They just don't even bother to go into the TC. I can will get some more slices in. 3 slices, 1 kill. It's okay. Oh, ACM. Well, he didn't click far away here. Fire's line of sight too small. 77 villagers. Fire not even producing. Okay. Gives us another circle. Look at the stone amount of ACM. What is his plan? Builds a house here, send some villagers over, so we'll pressure that area. Probably the castle. That would win in Fire's position. Disagree. Iron casting. More raids at the top. Fire instantly reacts to that. Another pikeman. Slav Drasnia helps even counter Frank Pala. All helps counter Paladins. But yeah, Drasnia Halberdiers are just super sick for sure. It's not confirmed. Ah, indeed. Funny town watch for ACM as well. Might lose some more villagers at that gold spot for the second time. Castle goes up, completely uncontested. Fire sees it. Can't do anything, goes on to stone himself. Fire with a nice raid in the back, 44 villagers to 85. Military count high for both people here in the castle age. Not a lot of defense here for ACM though. Trying to produce some more pikemen, some more knights back here. Not really reacting, not really pulling his villagers into the tower or TC. Okay, now he does. Some movements here at the front, not going for those raids, so this is the main kind of fight at the moment. Just sitting on the tower, killing some villagers. Pikemen not really knowing what to attack, going for some houses now. That's not really the wins Fire needs. Now the pikeman push starts over here in the blue base of Fire, and Fire he taps out. ACCM took some beautiful engagement. I think the throw was when we had all the mass scouts, spearmen, and archers fighting under this one. ACM looked like he might have gone for Castle Age, but actually was continuing to produce scouts. Just finished Bloodlines and the +1 defense, and then archers and spearmen without any real upgrades themselves, and the not 65 HP scouts of the Franks. Couldn't do enough. He lost his whole army, although he invested massive amounts into it. Killed very few villagers, and therefore ACM with a big advantage after that, and just played it down beautifully. Liereyy got a lot of villagers, and fighting against mass pikemen had so many more of those villagers, therefore, and we're seeing Franks lose twice now. ACM against Back T might happen. ACM best player on the planet? Oh, probably not, but I still think he's pretty strong for sure. Remember when T90 kept saying Hidden Cup 4 might be Fire, he's playing strong. Well, which map now? If only there was a map list somewhere and someone would point out what game number 3 is. That would be just so good. But yeah, sadly we don't have that, so we just have to yeah, guess. Yeah, Viper, I'm looking forward to your quarterfinal, semifinal, and final casting as well during NAC. Okay, then I want to show you some more civilizations here. We are playing without Franks and Slavs from here on. Next map is, oh suddenly look, it's here. Prairie, okay. And best civ on Prairie, probably Mongols. Second best civ, probably Huns. The Fire in my books with a good advantage. We might see Berbers to counter those civs though. When in Stout versus Risky Dice. They only play their games on weekends. I hope they will start scheduling pretty soon. Let's take a look at the scheduling thread. We had Risky Dice offering Sunday 14 GMT will be Doubt versus Risky Dice. Sunday 14 GMTs. Mark it in your calendar. 90 Viper and Nili co-cast. I think we'll go for 2 casters max. But yeah, I'm looking forward to like Viper T90 as well. What's the plan after this qualifier? We'll probably play some 1v1s. And make it a more of a shorter stream today. Maybe like 4 or 5 hours. So Sunday, 14 GMT, Risky Dice versus TaToH. Tomorrow... Guys, are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. Do you have an image of Prairie map, Nili? Oh boy. This is painful. Okay, did we have Cloud versus... Yeah, we had game 3 there. Bad. Go 1 hour 10 minutes. So I sent him the rec from yesterday, TaToH against Cloud. Maybe looks at the map, but that's just like great preparation. Write him no, I don't know the map either. That's just brutal, guys. Yeah, how did he fix this for the map then? Well, he didn't, right? Fire has Mongols and Huns. Should I tell him that you're starting with 2 scouts now? I shouldn't, right? No, I think he should get punished. And we want to see game 4 as well. This is so bad. Oh, the Vietnamese TaToH. ACC TaToH, yeah. I think he won't do Loom. I think he will queue villagers at the start. We will jump into the game at the start. And let's make fun of ACCM for not knowing the map. Imagine if he still wins it. Yeah, well, Fire knows the map for sure. Fire confident. Fire said he thinks he will qualify because he was training every single day. Fire should start lagging so ACM quits. Why should ACM quit? Why should you do Loom at the start? Because you were starting with 3 villagers and 2 scouts. And therefore already have pop 5. Okay, let's go into it directly, guys, and see. Imagine Fire qualify after beating TaToH in the finals. That would really be the dream. And we have Fire doing Loom. Oh, we have Loom as well. So, somewhat prepared here. That's just weird. Okay. Maybe he... Okay. Maybe just try to troll me and give me some entertainment. The finalists of first qualifier get any benefits for second qualifier? Yeah, well, it will depend. Like the second qualifier will probably start before the first qualifier finishes. And so that they can still fit in the bracket, I might give like the second and third finisher of qualifier number 1 wins in their first best of like winner bracket around 16 games. Will be unlucky for seed number 15 and 16, but well, they will have it tough anyways. Yeah, he probably had just problems with the names. Yeah, of the map. Why would you take Aztecs here and Berbers on Gold Rush? I don't know why he picks Aztecs. Maybe he feels okay, that's very low amount of wood on this map and you only need to pressure one area, and some M&A Eagle aggression could do quite a bit. We will see. Is it fair for you to send him an image? I didn't send him an image. I sent him a YouTube video of my cast from yesterday, and it's not Completely not unfair because fire has, like, everyone has the same access. And fire co-casted with me the other day, so fire knows this map. Aztecs versus Mongols on this map wasn't the same with Miguel versus Stark. No, it was Chinese against Huns. So, well, they played Prairie as well. But as I said, it's Huns against Chinese. Maybe one's Berbers on rehydration because on the faster builds. No, I think walking distance is very minimal. Not like they're working faster, they're only walking faster. Right? So that's good if you move a lot. Technically, you wouldn't need to reseed lumber camps as often if you are Berbers. Wouldn't 2 Eagle Scouts versus normal Scouts be extremely strong for Dark Age? Yeah, for Dark Age would be quite nice. If you wanted to go for the Drush. Yeah, for everyone who doesn't really know the map, 2 Scouts as we said, 2 Eagles in this case, completely flat, not that much wood, and massive amount of extra food at the sides. Should be pretty good for Mongols though. Therefore, I mean, unless you lose a Scout. Or at least like half of the HP. This is Fire's game to lose? Yeah, probably. Well, you can't lose a lot of games anymore. ACCM. Maybe just pick the weak Civ as well. That didn't really make a lot of sense to maybe win some mind games for later. ACCM went for the full scout off, saw the defensive wood line. Somewhat, especially for this map, defensive gold and wood here for sure. Main gold spot very open. Something he didn't even scout. Stones quite open as well. Didn't scout that one either. You see, Fire going up with pop. I say 19, although you see 20, but that's because we want to compare it with the normal Arabia start with only 1 scout. Giona, that map was called Rehydration. I think we still will see a normal up here, right? We won't rush. I see sending 2 on gold. ACCM, that's weird. Why does it say qualifier number 1? How many are there? 2! Like, right? So if you enjoyed this, there will be even another 35 series. I think honestly that I will cast less of qualifier number 2 though. I think just simply casting every single series was a bit too much for me, and there were some less excited series. Yeah. That won't really make sense. Cast. Maybe some like loser bracket round of 16 or something. That's a huge feudal age difference. Indeed. 1047 there. Played the typical pop 22, but with a lot of screw ups here as well. And we will see the stables of Fire should be able to do all the aggression. Didn't move out with any villagers though. Or is he now going to the top? Don't tell me he's going to the top and he didn't scout it properly. What is he doing? He didn't. Oh no, he's going for wood. Fire is completely ignoring the extra food. Didn't scout anything of this. Didn't scout anything of this area as well. Huh, weird. Okay, sends 4 villagers out now. Oh, that's more for forward, I believe. That's forward towers. Soon we'll have 0 food income. Lots of villagers on wood, but not a single farm. That just feels so weird. Military count 4-2 for now. Barracks for ACCM goes for Spearmen now. And it will be Spearman Eagle only. Won't go for any men-at-arms. Isn't that interesting, guys? Okay, second lumber camp up top. This gold walled for now. Some farms, let me see. Okay, did horse color. The tower If that's completely unscouted for Fire indeed. For ACM. Out of vision here. Not sure if it actually reaches like this far gold post though. Oh, tricky. Scouts still around. Full map control for Mr. Fire. Still don't know why he's not going for that extra deer. That's how I wanted this map to be played. And he doesn't like me as it seems. Okay, Scout, can he block some? Trying to go for it, will get 1 kill, or will he try to go for 2 and get none? Oh boy, Fire. Somewhat of a sloppy play, and honestly, this is something like a TaToH would always get at least 1 kill here. That's just... You want to have them in stand ground, move towards the TC, get the first hit with your back from the TC, and yeah, therefore block the villagers off in his path. But that didn't happen here, and for now, Fire with like, what was that? 2.5 minutes earlier feudal age time. 0-0 KD, and now the aggression starts, and this will be tough to clear. 5 eagles, 1 spearman. Scouts aren't really performing too well against that, especially like maybe if we see a second spearman here. And what did I say about the tower? Won't reach that gold part either there. Now it should be mass spearman. Where are they around? Outpost. Would have loved to that one a bit further to the top, but Fire, well, he nicely adjusted with his map and warded completely off. Eagles won't do too much, and now we might see the first kills. Not really. 15 minutes played on Prairie with Mongols and not a single kill yet. They're running through the TC, looks like it. There are not too many villagers and no wall off. And this is why are you walling? Why are you walling if you can't punish him here? And Fire, he has some archery ranges at the front, has 4 on gold here. So this will be tricky. Eagles, let's take a look what they can do. I think he should pull back with this spearman. No real upgrades on them. Could really help out for sure. 1 villager down, make that 2 villagers down. Make that soon to be 3-4 villagers down. Let's take a look if ACCM can overtake those villagers. And, well, he will take 3, pull some villagers away. And suddenly KD is 3-0. Spearman didn't get any hits either. Scouts are running back. Archers are running around. Maybe could get some damage here, but... Defensive tower by ACCM. Finally, to pull those. Why didn't we see any quick walls at that side? Makes it very tricky now. And Spearman should be focused down. Eagles should really protect the Spearman. Goes down before the first scout goes down. So Fire will have the clear up, but will be behind in villagers after this. Another scout goes down. Eagles are dead now though, but did a lot of damage. Pwah. Ugly spot for Fire. Let's take a look what his archers can do now. No fletching on those. Needs to micro against the Eagles. He's doing an okay job, but we already see the +1 defense. So that will be very sexy against those archers without any upgrades. ACM doing the stone mining upgrade and moves on stone now. I didn't really see happening. Oof. Fire fights too much with his wills. Well, it was super far away. Running back meant he lost 2 as well without really doing any damage. He just like should have looked at the map at one point, or maybe just wall the front completely to be safe. That was the big problem. Why didn't he sleep? Because he broke his phone and didn't have any other way to put an alarm, which makes 0 sense because you have a PC and can just put your alarm on. Yeah, he just could have messaged me as well. But okay, I would have called him. And like there are so many options, but that's just a part of a professional thing that you are able to be in time and slept some. If you're a stupid caster who goes 3 weeks of preparation for a tournament and only sleeps 2 hours, that's your problem. But as a player, you have to perform, and yeah, it's easier to perform if you slept some. No phone, Nili can still call him. Yeah, like he just needs to keep his laptop close to him and keep Skype open, and then I call him. Example. Or like there are YouTube videos like alarm set in 6 hours, something like that. But well, let's not talk about that. Fire still in, at least score-wise, leading position. Has still all the aggression. Archer's doing a good job. Defensive tower here for ACCM. Protecting his gold. Could have maybe built this one over here as well. Oh, trying to rush out that tower at the front. I think that's a stupid idea. Oh, but he has some eagles around. Okay, then I will take that back. And is trying to fight this down now. Archers at the top, not really doing too much. Where are the archers of fire? 2 around here. Tries to build up a market. ACCM with a lot of food at the moment. Let's take a look. Fire with 0 resources. Maybe jumping into the tower could be an option. Scouts running around. Eagles doing a great engagement here for sure. The archer's not really used. Fire trying to come over. What can he do? At the moment 600 HP on this tower and heavily going down. Oh, not the greatest engagements. Fire needs to snipe that down. Maybe start to repair the tower. At the same time, he still has 50 gold as well. Tries to snipe down the villagers. Good. Focusing down on that. And ACCM, that were heavy losses for him. Fire still had the solid numbers here. This is the only reason to pick Mongols on this map. Extra food. Well, extra food. Then you have like double the scouting advantage. Because you're simply starting with 2 scouts. Now Fletching helping out against that as well. And yeah, the extra food, for sure. But he didn't go for it. Military count now 20-8. Maybe another defensive tower here for ACCM. He isn't really going for it. Builds the market. And another good tower by Fire. He looks pretty strong in this one. I want to pop your taking the words out of my mouth. Very sexy game so far. On the tower could be an option as well, but don't really want to lose his units. Let's take a look. Has to go aggressively with the villagers again, but how did that work out last time? Well, he got the kills, but also some losses. ACCM, he can click up now any second after abusing the market. Why didn't he build a second tower? Would have helped him out so much. Is someone gold will lose those villagers most likely here. 1 down, second one going down as well. And ACCM, that isn't looking great for him. Archers are now moving in. Is he trying to sit himself under the tower? It could be an option. Yes, he's going for it. Eagles are coming over. +1/+1 from them. So a lot of them will lose their life. But maybe just focusing down the villagers could be another option. I think he's just going for the random approach. Villagers, let's take a look. Could jump in there. Remember, it's Aztecs, not Incas. Clear up will be real fire. Let's take a look at his resources. I want to see pick up here for ACCM. He has the resources for quite some time. What is it? Oh, that looked like a double click. Look at all his villagers. Oh, all of them moved over here and now they're spread around here. Ugly stuff. And finally can click up to Castle Age. On the other side, fire. He's still going for it. He'll produce some scouts, some more archers. We will be stuck in Feudal Age for a bit longer. And ACCM, as long as he gets gold, he can continue this. And, well, he fought this one off. Maybe if he just gets a 3rd tower up here, which isn't too far out of the question, it'll be fine. Fire wants to see 5 maps. Man King, thanks for your support. Polska fan, thanks for the gifted sub. Archers, well, they aren't doing too great there. Running under 2 towers. Maybe a mining camp over here could be an option for ACCM. I already won this game. Okay, I didn't know. Okay, Fire's resources. We will get up to Castle Age as well. Am I seeing another tower? Yes, I am. Mining camp, good stop here by ACCM. Makes a lot of sense. At least in my opinion. Defensive tower by ACCM, right direction. For me as well. Outpost weirdly positioned. Eagles running around trying to do some more debation. Fire, he is. Okay, finally up to Castle Age. Tower against Tower War. Soon to start. I think the Elite Eagle Warrior upgrade will change the game. Well, simply reduce them so much faster as one of the biggest upgrades. Tower goes up. And the +2 defense. Obviously super nice for ACCM as well. Loses some more villagers here at the gold. Fire is still in this one. And here's a guy who might have some motivational issues. But if he is back on this one and after coming from a win, it might look a bit better for game number 4 and 5 as well. He is 3 villages ahead, is going back. Is he adding another stable? Would love to see him go for 2 stables, and indeed that is what he is doing. No over chopping this time. And back with the archers. Eagles will clear this up. ACCM goes for the second X, both with similar villager counts. Crossbowman, or won't really go be crossbowman. Maybe try to save themselves. The Eagles just barely missing it. Oh, an aggressive villager has to be sent. Will die. But in exchange of seeing the upgrades and suddenly +1 defense on those scouts. An upgrade that he didn't have earlier. The towers here around the scout. Looks pretty funny. Monastery now tries to fight off against the knights. Will be tricky though. 3-4 knights are coming over at that side. Yeah, don't really see him having good protection against that. Let's take a look. Mass Eagles has to be the answer from our Aztecs player from Vietnam here. 3 stables even from Sapphire. Goes for +2 attack. Interesting. Okay. 2 attack instead of bloodlines and instead of... Oh, let's do the math here. Oh, let someone do the math. That's really making a better difference than the +20 HP. I think 20 more HP is just so much better. Mongers really have problems with Eagles, especially in Imp. Well, let's see if we get to Imp. For now, this map is so tough to waltz that we might see a lot of raids over and over again. ACCM, well, goes for enough towers. And I think massive amount of knights could be a good issue or a good approach here by Mr. Fire. Has to slow down production for bloodlines. Well, but he has 3 stables and he can't produce out of 3 stables anyways. Because his eco is just too weak. As you can see, no usage of the 3rd stable. 2 stables. It's a bit more natural. Bloodlines now. And that's before any real engagement, so that's actually perfect, right? He is having +2 while he's chasing, and maybe bloodlines before the real engagement. No, he is going for bloodlines now. Tries to go on the knight before getting the conversion, but will eat one. Archer's doing a good job to fight off potential pikemen, but we don't even see them. Military count now 16 to 11, and this looks good for Mr. Fire. ACCM doing some juggling there with the wood. Goes for more eagles. Only +1 on those though. And some more monks. Goes for monastery number 2. Fire now on stone with at least 5 villagers, 6 villagers. Or maybe mango dice. Even an option pretty soon. Fire see that? Oh yeah, the mining camp see that. Okay. Many eagles just shredded, yeah. Oh, they ran back, right? Husbandry kicked in. And the +2 attack, so pretty sick. Fire comeback. It felt like Fire was ahead for quite some time. Oh god, and ACCM, those are more villagers than can fit into the TC, so Fire could go for some shredding here. He's having a lot of damage output. Here, but that was only 4 villagers going down, I believe, in exchange. 1 scout, 1 knight, and a lot of HP for sure. Get like 10 volleys off here. Double monk production continues, and well, we'll make some more eagles for himself. Will get tricky. Villager count very even so far. 2 Cs, but ACCM will build the 3rd one down here. Fire now with some eco upgrades. He places with 3 TCs, and as I said, soon with castle as well, and could maybe build it over here into the production of ACCM. Is blocking another gold spot, and that could be a good option for him. Goes for more knights. Production can't be really sustained though. In AoE 1 you have a tech that made an instant conversion. If you delete the monk while converting, would you have been okay-ish upgrade for AoE 2? You have a tech that made an instant conversion if you delete the monk while converting. Hell, that would be completely imbalanced. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Like, had to be super expensive? No. That's completely broken. Oh, double night rate now, or at least one over here. No reaction from ACCM just yet. Loses 2 villagers, now reacts here. Wolves even traveling with them as well. Monks should get some conversions here. Fire's going back there, goes for Botkin Arrow. That means castle is being built, and Mangudai switch flying in as well. +5 defense though for those ACCM Eagles. Mangudai will not do the greatest damage ever, but those raids are just so good by Fire, and he's doing them over and over again. Lovely, lovely stuff. Fire winning? I think so, yeah. He's 13 bridges ahead. Military count not looking too great for him. At the moment, ACM has no chance to go for any real aggression. Maybe production of some more knights would help out. Now running into a castle means some eagles will lose HP. Monks cannot really go to the front either, and well, I just want to say finally Fire's expanding to get the free deer, but no, he's just going for the gold. No raids over here, although I looked for the 3rd or 4th time. Those 2 villagers will lose their life, maybe some more damage against eagles. Obviously TaToH skirms could be a good option. We've seen Mongols against Aztecs in MBL versus Jordan, I believe, during NAC, and that was an incredibly good game. Jordan losing with Mongols there against exactly those TaToH skirms of the Mongols, of the Aztecs. Let's see if ACM can go for that as well. Monk will lose his life here. Not sure if we actually have ballistics for Fire. No, we don't even have a university. Monks could get some conversions. I don't think that Fire really wants to take this engagement. 2 conversions already done, and now goes for the full Mangudai switch. Can he be broken in Castle Age? I'd say no, he cannot, but it's still a tricky scenario. Old monks, they're out of faith here as it looks. Some of them going down have 50 HP, so conscription was done. Not conscription. Sometimes it's so bad if you are missing the word. Sanctity. So overchop here at the wood line. But even if the eagles and knights are coming in, could easily re-wall this. No ballistics, no ballistics. As I said, not even the university. Building the university now. 2nd castle, I would love to see it. Maybe over here. Maybe left hand side. We don't have that many important resources. Oh, some raids here. Fire. He realizes how little damage ACM is able to do. That is some ballsy move. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. And yeah, he just realized. I am fine here. Defensive castle over here. Not really protecting too much. Mainly for the production of his elite Mangudai. And Aztecs, they aren't the greatest against elite Mangudais. Probably Mayans and especially Inca Eagles. A bit better on the side. Monk, can he get a conversion? Nope. Second volley kills the monk. More raids here. 12 more villagers for Fire, who is behind in population. So what is that? 35 eagles or something out for ACM. 34. 35 now. But looked into the future. Seconds. There's a safe stone next, safe to the 2nd castle. Did Fire know about this one? We won't know. It does now though. Mongol Sams? Feels weird. Maybe Hasa Elite Mangudai is the better option. Maybe Chams. It will get tricky. And this is such an important game. If Fire loses this, he drops into the loser bracket. The winner of the whole series will go and play back T. ACM has 3 chances though, and isn't in a bad position in this game. He gets all the upgrades. Elite Eagle Warriors, +4 defense upgrade. Absolutely necessary. Rally count for ACM, 1 at the moment. 0 for Mr. Fire and Liereyy. Thanks for the 11 month, 1 month to go. To go. We lead Mango Die. We are also lacking. Does he even have an archery range? No archery range. So no thumping, no Pathian tactics for now. Some more raids over here. And Fire's just playing this so well. If he's moving those knights in at the same time, that would just be the sickest move. He is playing so well with all the raids at the same time. Lovely stuff. Spearman now scouting the side here. Moves those back when he's getting attacked. But maybe focus down that monk. And yeah, he's preparing himself very well for the very long game. Elite Mangolai upgrade. Kind of costly though. For Mongols who don't really have any eco advantages anyway. What if Metal beats Miguel? Would be sick, wouldn't it? A castle over here, I think desperately needed. Okay, built a bit more defensively. Not protecting the gold. I don't love that too much. All raids in the center. 25 villager advantage for Mr. Fire, and he stays active. ACM with his 4 TCs, but not really producing. I think that's something he should really go for. Fire juggling some with resources, but very low on food. Did he just... He just bought 1,000 food and now selling food. So misclicked the market there. Oh boy. And now it's going for the lead Mango Dice. It looked weird. Okay, some eagles going over here to raid those villagers. And that means Fire is getting ready for another attack over here. He's playing this quite nicely and now is back with the overall population lead. Some more raids over here can always get cleared up. ACM now going with the big attacks into the woodline. Lots of quick walling here by Fire. Lovely stuff. And even realize, okay, that was a low HP house. Let's build that one with 3 villagers. And he is in a fine position. Trades off against gold. This gold not really taken, I think, at the moment. ACM without any gold income, right? Let's take a look at that. That looks to me like only 1 relic. Nothing else. Fire with a +2 defense for his elite Mango Die. Still no archery range. I'm trying to keep that. Okay, now he pulled 1. So upgrades could finally come in. Indeed, Thumbring. Very important upgrade for the Mango Dice. In general, Mango Dice, a very strong unit. If you get all the upgrades, if you are just lacking 2-3 upgrades, they're becoming significantly weaker. Like Thumbring, like Ballistics, like Bloodlines, like Husbandry. All of them, pretty important. Pop 130, Pop 125, both not really getting onto the pop limit. ACM not going for the block here. Fire squeeze it through. Good position for him if he wants to fight here, and he does. Lovely move. Will snipe 2-3 of those eagles and try to re-engage. Holding the walls. Seems like 6 villagers is the right amount. And that's what I said. The castle could have been a bit closer here. He's losing so many of those villagers at the gold. Ugly, ugly spot for him. So we have the raids, and well, how many eagles did go down there? 2 now. That's completely fine for ACCM. Fighting for the left hand side. Lightcav doing some work. Villagers will fight this off. Mango Dice, Fire. He's playing this pretty well, but doing work at a lot of different angles. Fighting this off. Some engagements here, blocking that one off, and let's switch back to the point of view of ACCM. He's having some gold income now. Oh yeah, right hand side over here, but instantly spotted by Fire again, who's playing this so actively. Yeah, again, a lot with the resources for barracks production for him. Tries to go for the left hand side. Fire not having a single relic, I think a big mistake. What do we have here? 4 rams prepared. We do too much. Fire. I think that castle also could have been more over here to protect the 2 golds a bit better. Not the biggest fan with the positioning over here. And beautiful TC. Can all agree on that though. Now taking down the TC with Mega. That's something we don't see too often. It's only 6 extra arrows though, because we only have 8 villagers in there. Funny stuff. Lots of idle villagers from both players because we have so many raids. Some will go down over here. Fire now ahead by 40 population. We will see some losses. We heard yet another relic being picked up. Lead Mangodai doing a reasonable job against those eagles now. We're still lacking the Atl skirmishers to counter those Mangodais. Seems like ACM not really on point with that. And that's another relic. So I feel ACM might have 3 relics pretty soon. Going into wolves. Don't really want to attack those. So many Mangodais. It's just such a beautiful unit to play with. Okay, Ramgo with some eagles. Maybe in that direction. There's a lot of villagers though. Mangodai production continues as well, and that's just such a sweet game to play. Mangodais, I can't remember last time Elite Mangodais fought off the TC though. Did Land play yet? Yeah, he already played 2 series and won his first one, lost his second one. And is scheduled to play tomorrow, 20 GMT, against Mr. Eddie. The loser bracket round of 12. No chemistry? Well, we have chemistry from Fire. ACM didn't really need chemistry. Oh boy, and that's another big round of villagers going down. Down to 60 villagers, or 60 population deficit for ACCM here. And will be tough to keep his production rolling. Still no real gold income. Has only 1 relic, lost both of those monks over and over again. Beautiful job. Handcard only now as well. Lightcap doing this, and I feel like ACM is running out of steam. Losing that fight again, and I think we aren't far away from indeed the GG. Fire! Whew. Still has a shot in this one. Pretty important that he won this game here. Otherwise, obviously, he would have lost the series, but also for his ego. If he loses 3-0 here, will be really tricky for him. Would have loved to see him pick up those relics a bit earlier, and yeah, otherwise it looked pretty nice by him. A lot of pressure on those 2 gold spots. ACM maybe 1-2 different towers could have been a bit better, but overall I think a pretty well played game by both of them. Still felt weird when he had all the aggression. Just sending over like 4 villagers here could have been nice, and Fire like walling this off was very needed. He lost just massive amount of villagers on gold and wood in early feudal age there. Eddie, beautiful for Mr. Fire here. All the eco in favor of our Brazilian player as well, especially wood and stone. Stone obviously something you don't need too much for ACM. Never was able to get Garland Wars to begin with, and I'll change the score. Because Fire denied the first match point. Backdoor 90, thanks for 5 months. And next map will be El Dorado, as you can see over here. And we won't have Mongols and we won't have Aztecs. It's still Berbers and Malay against Huns and Vikings. Ooh, tricky stuff. El Dorado. Rehydration. I think if it goes to rehydration, ACM should win. I think ACM has a better tips for rehydration. Like, probably Malay now on El Dorado, and then he still has Berbers. Han versus Berbers, yeah. Well, you have other co-casters for NAC. You mean for the LAN event? We will have T90, Mem, ZeroEmpires, and Killer B all flying over here to the offline event. Vikings kill Berbers? Is that so? If you fix your hair a little bit, you will look fabulous. Okay. Now ACM is asking me if this map has water. Phew. Well, they are Eldorado versions with water. But this one is without water. So maybe he was only asking, I know the map, are we playing the version with water? Go water map. We already had a water map. ACM trolling me? I don't think so. We wanted a picture of prairie before that though. Ay ay ay. Ay ay. Slamchair sucks. If you have any idea how my hair should look like, you can send me a picture that I can show to my barber next time. Just shave your head, mate, and go for a good beard. There are too many bold people in the ZeroEmpires community already. I don't want to compete with them. As bold as others, AE players. Grow a very long beard. I'm not talking about Viper. There's someone with less hair in the ZeroEmpires 2 community. Who is Risky Dice, a 2.3k Japanese player. Also known as POJ Charge. Thanks, Haltier. Okay. I love how educated my viewers are and how on point their predictions are. Basically everyone agreed on it has to be Hans against Berbers, and you were right. It will be Hans against Berbers. If we go into game number 5 though. So for now we will have Vikings against Nili. And we are playing on Eldorado, a map where we have very little gold and stone fighting for the center area. And ACM with the melee will be up very fast. Fire will have a pretty strong eco. I'm expecting him to go for man-at-arms. Let's share them Viper, impossible. Trust me. There are some people. Sandfish, indeed. Yesterday there was someone in the chat. This is so unrealistic. Why do we have dolphins on the sand? I know that it doesn't have to be a very realistic game, but why dolphins on sand? Makes zero sense. Where the snakes though? Just landed back yesterday. He will be back. And these viewer are the worst. The worst ones are the German ones. Like German sausage eaters. They are the worst. I know they aren't dolphins, they're marlins, but I was just quoting the guy. Or girl, I don't know. Can you dock there? No, you can't. You can't even build any 2x2 tiles. You can only build 1x tiles. No direction fire, not the greatest move for him. Surrounded by wood is something you don't really want because you want to build some farms around it. This is a pretty good mill for ACCM here. Defensive gold, side stone for him as well. Didn't say they're the worst, I said they are the worst. Maybe 2 had the claim to be realistic? Okay. They're saying sand dolphins aren't real. I didn't. Please stop repeating that horrible joke. German sausage eater are the worst. ACM for militia? Let's see about that. He's going for 3 for now. He's trying to play this Drush FC. Tries to avoid the center area, not get scouted. Educated viewers that you are, you know that you need to pass this area because fire sees up till here as well. Tries to run around, maybe tries to delay that a bit. That looks like a Drush FC to me, which I believe never seen before on this map. The Drush FC. I think it's a pretty bad strategy, honestly. Because you're just basically giving up the center in full feudal age. What is his plan here? Drush FC into elephants? It's men-at-arms? But why is he already walling then? It's men-at-arms. I don't think that... Rush into archer and you only have 2 tiles of gold? Oh, yeah. Karak helping me out with 18. Rambit spam. Oh, that could be a good option. And 1 villager, 16 HP here. Is he trying to chase this down? Lost a lot before that. Needs to run around to get that villager. Maybe the other one at 31 HP here. Fire will go indeed for the man-at-arms approach, but won't have a lot of gold. Only 10 for now. Will lose 1 villager. Cannot be happy with how he walked. And 10 HP, 10 gold even lost here. Loses the scout at the same time. AD 2-0 for now. So ACM with some good work. Lost a lot of HP in the meanwhile. Now loses his first one. Is it a 3 of 5? Yes. Best of 5 is what we call this format, that you need to win 3 games out of 5. Double X, eco approach here for fire, no man-at-arms, and 3 on gold, tries to make up for it. Could go for the center now, but not really. Didn't work just yet. A massive amount of villagers on gold already. And I think that's too early for Drush FC. I think he won't have the resources. What is this? Is this Drush into archers? No, that's so confusing to me. Map is called El Dorado, Mr. Marco. I'm confused by this approach. Yeah, so it will be Drush into double archery range. DM will be held by like 2 villagers, but obviously down wheelbarrow. We'll see. Archer range is probably over here. Meanwhile, Fire had all the time in the world to go for the center. He tries to go for the aggressive route. Double archery range spotted by Fire. He still plays this aggressively, isn't going for the center at all. Tries to keep on the pressure. No deer push by ACCM either, and 2 sheep lost. Germs now 4 on gold in a spot where he doesn't want to build any archers really. Oi. Still some sloppy stuff going on. Fire should control the center. I couldn't agree more. And some skirmishes over. Now add some archers himself. Some walls. Could go for some more at the side here. Is on stone as well. An aggression now starting over at that side. Not putting on too much pressure though. And ACM, he will have enough skirms to defend at home. Need to get fletching though. We'll get it in time, I feel. Yep. Difference only at 12 seconds. Not a lot of army for fire out. We'll try to continue pressuring forward with this. Some army runs around. ACM. In okay spot, both with the same villager amount and both having wheelbarrow. So eco advantage of the Vikings neglected with the eco advantage. Or evened out together with the eco advantage of the melee and the start of the melee. Taking Drush FC into full scum, such an MBL strat. I think he was up way too fast. Especially without deer and 2 sheep. To go Drush FC. Hi Forster. You won sub, but I think I already saw you earlier at one point. Goes on stone now, but both towers will be in range. I think he should add archers here now, and I think ACM should lose his tower. Because he should be fighting against 2 full towers. More archer production. Yeah, will be tricky. Remember, hill advantages don't work in tower wars. Skirms around. Fire with a nice quick waltz. Looks a bit scrappy, but, well, still fine for sure. And that won't do much either. Resources for ACCM. 200, 500. Fire 0 food at the moment. Has 2 farms and 5 villagers on deer. That's his whole food income. Even pulled some villagers away for that. Skirms won't really find an entrance either, and both kind of stuck at the moment. Some skirmishes running around. Hi Forster, thanks for the gifted sub into MBL, who calls those subs fake subs. Having the villager last second, but loses 1 now. Misclick on the gate there for a small second. Villager need to jump in. Nice job there. Could save the other one. Trying to buy some more time. Would love to see some more archers from him as well. Heavily on stone here. Germans found another position to block the gold. Kind of okayish. Archer skirm now going through the center. Not a lot of stuff for fire at the moment. Giving up more skirms in his 1 archer range. Builds a defensive tower at his stone. Gold. Still completely blocked. It's like ACCM in a bit of a better spot. Bison Fire going for the center. Quite puzzling, right? And he could have added some more archers here, if you ask me. 1, 2 more archers could have been nice. And he should have won the tower war for sure. Skirms now going away. Blocked enough. At least that's what they feel like. +1 defense for fire. Is he chasing down those archers? He lost track of them. Can he find them again? Oh, ACM was standing for a small second. Now running away again. Oh, this will be tricky. In the end, it will all get chased down. Might take some time. Archers positioning themselves under the tower. Should lose against the skirmisher. Fire lost track of the archers of ACCM. Those towers are going up. And it's again 4 villages against only 5.
Something for NAC2. Broke for this week now. That means less beer on Friday, feels Dortmund.
Hi Forster, thanks for the triple contribution. The sub for yourself, the gifted sub, and now for the $10 for NAC2. Thank you so much. And fire now. Finally hearing your wishes and going for the center. Built a tower, built a mining camp, and built a second mining camp even. Could have been placed a bit differently. Great center control for him. Military count better for ACCM though, and is getting back with some more raids. Those archers could maybe snag themselves 1-2 villagers here. We'll take a look at we'll take a look at that a bit later. Ooh. Maybe also try to focus down here, but it's mainly skirmishers. Nice microwave by fire, still loses everything, and well, that just will be a pretty even trade. Let's take a look at the resources. Fire, 300, 150. At the other side, we have 400, 450 with some stone. Maybe a market and some abuse could be nice. ACM with a horrible farm at the end here. Maybe he wants to squeeze in the mill a bit later. Fire moves in here. Takes a lot of hits while trying to claim the hill. A bit surprising to me that he was going for this and is now well, losing that fight. I can't wait to stream all on Thursday. Will be a good day. Can't wait to donate you on Thursday. So much drama, and well, we will see some more trouble in the center of the map, and well, there are some nice quick walls here by fire, so the villagers will have a tough time trying to engage. The second tower isn't going up. That one is so desperately needed. Then he could get villagers into both towers. 98% here. It feels like the second tower indeed will go up, and that means a lot of damage output now by Mr. Fire. Could go for some repair and maybe even get those villagers down. That would be so sick. But but 400 HP is going back. Oh, that was a big throw by Miss ACM, who is getting up to castle age, but so is Fire. Oh, those two stone walls and the second tower were just in perfect time. ACM with the weird tower on long distance. Fire, he is looking strong, down to 0, and now in the lead here in game number 4. Can he make it? Ultimate comeback? Perhaps. I think he wasn't that far behind. I think he just made some weird decisions against, a guy that he thought was Rush FCing, but simply wasn't. Stable now for Fire, but what will his Viking stable really do against the lay potential elephant production here? Second stable, let's take a look at the gold one. ACM completely out of gold. ACM with 0 gold at the moment, guys. Tricky spot for him. Skirms around. What can he really do? Fire. Knights. Botkin arrow. Upgrading in one of his archery ranges. Not really. 3 military to 18. Elephant coming forward. But as we all know, melee elephant cheaper. Yes. Nice. Only +1 defense. Not so nice. Do we have a market for ACM? Yes. How are the prices looking? Okay, selling 76 for food, 69 for wood, 88 for stone here. The prices are still quite reasonable. Some villagers going down. Elephants could do some stuff. Fire, he's trying to defend this with some monks, but well, will be tricky. Simply has too little army at the moment. Those knights can do pretty well against the skirmishers. Monk could maybe do something against the elephants. Well, we will see. It just goes the other way around, that the skirmisher knights are clearing up the monks and the knights have to fight against the elephants. It will get tricky. The towers trying to do their very best. Skirms now out of position. Monk trying to get one conversion. Maybe should just run more to the top. Elephants are trying to chase down as well now. ACM just going further to the top. It looks like ACCM can maybe break Fire, trying to repair the tower. Remember that this is completely inaccessible. Villagers can just go in here, and if he loses all his archers and skirms, we can see Fire maybe hold for quite some time, but only down to 3 stone now. Tries to get a TC up here. Where should you really fire with your towers? He has how many villagers still inside? 8 villagers, so that is a solid amount of arrows, but not having any stone and gold. What happened to this stone? Okay, completely dry. What happened to this gold? We are at 600, so can get 600 more gold here. Mr. Fire, who's down 6 villagers now, though. The TC of ACCM seems to be going up. The elephant's just too good against Fire here. Getting on the conversion of the elephant. Good start for him. Needs to get more rolling for himself though. Let's take a look. Maybe a second conversion. Villagers getting ungarrisoned here now. Gets the second conversion. Elephant's pretty low from all the fire from before. ACCM 7 villagers ahead and has the better army. Military count going down very low for both of them now. And both have access to gold and stone now. Don't you love this map, guys? Ui. Another conversion possible, probably should happen indeed. And at the moment we have the Viking player suddenly with 3 elephants. So maybe go back and heal them. Will be tricky. Can he save this one with 14 HP? Tries to go back, maybe just really heal. No, elephant will go down. 1 and 2 micro there. Can ACCM save his elephant? Looks like he might be able to do it. 13 HP and yeah, he gets away. Teach workshop now. Maybe some mangonels, skirms, knights. What an interesting fight in ACCM. He is going for a monastery as well now. Tries to convert his elephants back. What a weird move. At the moment, fire with gold income. ACCM back on it again now. Maybe some on stone could be nice. Just build 1, 2 more towers. Ooh, so Rossley, you're the only person in the world. Much waste by fire. Could have had 5, 6 towers in the center of the map. Well, instead of those 2, right? But then ACCM could have gone for the center as well. It is just sometimes tricky to judge. Mangonel out now. Isn't it an option for fire to just go mass skirms? Oh, some knights trying to get some raids in. And obviously there's 0 protection. 2 defensive towers. +1 defense though, and they should be able to get some kills. Let's take a look. And it's really tough to send something behind them. 1 spearman out. What do we have inside here? Is scout. Causing damage towards the TC, and that is putting a lot of pressure on the eco of ACCM. Who will lose at least 1 villager. Okay. Elephant raid into the woodline though. Fire is reacting in time. Looks like no, he is not. More villagers going down. First spearman is coming over. The towers are helping out. We have 500 biddies flying in from Max. Thank you so much. Now running into the TC. Damage output from the TC not that big. Obviously, villagers not really filling those. But ACCM now slipping the macro as well. Mangonel fights in the center. There's so much going on at the same time. Some idle villagers here. As you can see, 23 idols versus 10 idols. A conversion against that elephant. Nice hold by fire. This is still so intense. It's either one's game. I think fire shouldn't even chase this. Just send the monk and be fine. Fire buying some stone. Now look at his stone amount. He got that 35 stone. Now going heavily on gold, and in 200 stone he will build a castle and then control the whole center. For now, ACCM won't have an answer to that. Fire buying 400 stone, and now we should see that castle coming up any second. Yes, he is. Oh, I think it could have been even 1, 2 tiles further. And that should be... Oh yeah, 1 tile further indeed. The monk should go down in 2 more hits. Good stuff here for fire. Might lose his knight though. Conversion over here didn't really happen. Monk lost track of that. Elephant. No production at the top here, so that will be our main focus at the moment. And fire, he can still do it. He is behind by a solid 15 villagers though, but might control the whole center. Let's take a look. Mangonel, if fire is screwing this up heavily, we might see 1 or 2 big shots. Not really happening. Ground attack beautifully done here by ACCM. Might he get a shot in? No, he won't. Villagers should jump into it. Oh, even losing 3 more. That was somewhat unnecessary. But still, center control. Now, nicely for Mr. Fire. I think can be accessed from the top here for ACCM. So, oof. Villager lead, 20. Roughly for ACCM. Now back on gold, back on stone. What does ACCM have? Goes for a massive amount of light cav now against a guy who's still not walled at home and has a very unprotected eco. Fire, don't tell me he's going for berserks. Well, he goes with the typical Viking Mangonel Monk Elephant push. Around here, snack some more villagers. Can he get some more done here? Went for a ground attack on the wood line or something. Feels a bit weird. No conversion here. The monk doesn't really know what happens with his life. Some weird raid. Next, another villager. Light Cav around. Spearmen trying to protect. Let's see. Can they snipe this down? Getting some downhill hits. And the spearmen were blocked off. And not even losing both of those light Cav. Good stuff. Maybe some engagement over here. And we have seen earlier that this is quite unprotected. What's the answer for Mr. ACCM? Not sure if Berserks is really the best answer if we don't get War Chiefs running for our Vikings player. Moving in now. 5 monks, 3 elephants, and they should do a lot of damage to the eco of ACCM. Still no reaction from him at all. Look at that. He may be trying to micro some at the front. Looks a bit like it. Elephants going to the front. Okay, now he is sending some villagers over here into the towers. Ignoring that tower for now. 15 villager advantage, but this is changing quite a bit. Light Cav now going for the fights here against all those monks. Should be an easy clear up, but villagers will die over here. Eco disadvantage now down to only 10. We had roughly 20 just a second ago, and still all the gold and stone control here for Fire. It feels like Fire is in the better spot, although he's behind in score. I'd say so. This is somewhat reasonable on stone as well. Can he build a second castle? What is his army composition? Berserks, Skirm, a spear, a converted villager, a ram, 2 mangonels, and a knight. And 2 more monks in the back here. That's just like, like Noah's Ark here. Some of everything. Joanna OP, thanks for the 15-month.
Nili, he happy 15 months. Nili love to all in chat and you less than 3.
Less than 3 to you as well. Okay, they're taking a small pause for now. ACM trying to get into the center again, but Mangonel was around. Knight going to the front as well, taking the control. Wow. Champion Vikings, bro. Well, we are in Castle Age. No champions yet, or did you mean the Berserks, the champions of the Vikings? And yes, they are. Some raids here. Melee without bloodlines, without the +2 defense. Simply not having the greatest of them. 3 Mangonels still working, and Fire. He has to be up like roughly 25 hours now here. Oh, running completely through there with his crossbowman, not doing too much, but killing all the Mangonels at the same time, so all the army was distracted with the crossbowmen running around. We see another kill here, tries to go for more conversions, not a real damage output. Light Cav conversions not really happening. Well, he got 2, killed the 3rd one, that was okay. Has 1 relic working for him as well, but the pressure got taken away. 15 villager difference. 4 crossbowmen moving in. This is such a crazy game again, and what have we seen in this qualifier? So many great games, massive amount of villagers, gold and stone working for them in the center here. What a lovely, lovely game. Going with another TC, I think could have been over here as well. Not really super efficient. This castle will just be deadly though. ACCM. He has no stone, he has no gold income. Fire even collecting 2nd relic. Villager deficit now down to 12 again. That castle won't be stopped. Light Cav raiding will fly in, but will be protected by 2 castles now. A Knight and a Berserk clearing out that small raid. Elite Skirm. Transition now, going for Horse Color Fire. An upgrade that we maybe could have seen a bit earlier as well. Gold mining upgrade for him as well. Was completely relying on handcart and wheelbarrow carrying him apparently. That's a lot of it just going down, and it seems like Fire might even that one out. Some weird moving villagers here at the side going for some more wood. Those light caps getting some raids in again. What is this push here at the side? Elite skirmishers. But they won't perform too well against the castle. Trust me on that, guys. And that's one defense for the skirms. Now going for another raid. Maybe thinking about the game that happened yesterday evening. Hera against Nicov. Where Nicov were raided with 6 elite skirmishers without having the center control against Hera. And killed roughly 50 villagers with those. But still lost in the end because his bombard cannon micro was bad. Spoiler alert. Both villager advantage. But either villagers, 11 for both of them. ACCM. He only has 1 TC? That was a second TC. ACCM plays this with 1 TC all game long. Fire has 1, 2, 3, 4 TCs. We're losing so many villagers. Another castle here by the Rams. Skirmisher attack already prepared. That isn't the greatest castle, my friend. Might need to delete that one. Indeed, he does. Want to go for some more control here at the front. But without army to protect this castle, very risky move for sure. Some more raids at the side. Knight can maybe do something, but is eating 2 damage against those skirmishers. But another befriended Knight and Berserk are coming over, trying to help out. Spearman should be able to stop that raid. What are the Mangonels doing? Don't tell me he's trying to go for the break here against the Mangonel behind that. Makes 0 sense. Mangonel obviously survives behind that castle. And Mangonels are going down. Skirms in range of that castle as well. The light cap should die. I think that was a lot of lost resources for ACCM. And Fire is taking over the score lead. Population deficit up to 15 again. Military is looking better for Fire though, if you ask me, because that's a lot of skirmishers for ACCM. He obviously doesn't have the units really to produce something reasonable here. Relics could have been picked up by ACCM. Very close to his starting base for sure. Didn't go for it. Fire, stabilizing. Resources 500 food, 900 gold for him. ACCM absolutely at the limit here. Another skirm raid potentially. That looks all walled up to here. And pikemen protecting there. When ACCM still control the take the north gold at the north corner. You mean that one at the minimap? There is no gold, my friend. There's only gold in the center. Ah, you mean at this part? Yes, he did. He even tried to build a mining camp, but Mangonel shot it down and a knight was around. I have ballistics. It doesn't look like it. So some fire path. Okay. Well, we see 0 food. We see a nice increase on gold. Also defense on those berserks, and they're obviously shredding through the skirmishers now. Don't do a lot of damage. What are they doing? 2 per shot. The berserk obviously healing himself. Some more raids. ACCM playing this very actively. 26 more population for him. But builds a defensive castle. I think this is castle number 3 or something. So a lot of map control in general. For Fire working for him. Berserks, well, they just thought better of it. Comes for ACCM now as well. Does he have any idea about the Mangonel? Seems like it, because Lightcav are now coming forward. Pikeman to protect that side. Castle as well looks pretty good. Skirmishers, what is their task? Maybe snipe some villagers in the center. Won't lose a single skirm and kill a villager. But ate some volleys of the castle here. Oh boy, what a great series here. We're around for quite some time as well. We might break the 2.5 hour mark. What I'm normally aiming for to have my VOD spoiler free at YouTube might go longer here. Let's take a look. Mangonel shot. Ooh, that was a solid one. Could we see another one? Nice ground attack at the back, and those were 2 big shots. Can we see another one? Okay, that was actually against the berserks here. Maybe ground attack at the top. Actually killing more of his own unit with shot 3 and 4, but the first two were pretty brilliant. And Fire is stomping that whole raid. Overall population now looking pretty close. Fire could take the advantage here in the village account for the very first time in this game. Still single TC approach for ACCM. 104 villagers for him. Still goes for crazy raids. Fire with at least 4 TCs running for him. Tries to stop everything. And the casual 61-minute car Imperial Age timing for Mr. Fire, who's adding some more knights, or what is this? Looks a bit like it. Tries to defend off all the skirmishes. And the hero Mangonel already waiting for the next one. Berserk Seal and Castle? I think so. Yes, they do. What is it? Sneaky archer ranges. Yeah, but how is he adding crossbows? Is he back on gold? That's so weird. Prices? Actually, food, pretty good. Food is more than the start. At 81 here. Wood at 36. Stone. The board is 195. Another TC to defend this. Berserk's now +2/+2, only now both saw by ACCM. Quite late there as well. Won't finish in the first 60 minutes of the game. Berserk's losing against mixed in crossbows, even some cavalry archers. It used the market quite a bit here, Mr. ACCM, as it seems. If only had like 130, 140 villagers, he could use the market a bit more. Ballistics now for Fire. To preparing the tech switch, doesn't really look like it. Going for another castle in the center though, and I think once he reaches Imp, ACCM might maybe even be forced to tap this one out. Fire just with a lot of control all around the map, and ACCM, well, he continues to play this one. 600 food for him. Let's take a look. What is he producing? Light cav, not really. Skirmishers, well, some over here. Berserk's already in the face, and +4 defense on the way as well. Just broke 1K viewers this Tuesday afternoon. Thank you so much, guys, for all your support. I hope you're enjoying the show. Conscription on the way as well. And let's take a look. Berserk production still continues. A unit that we see so little of. UNOP has to be super happy with this. Why is ACM still playing? Maybe he thinks he's getting enough raids in. We saw a lot of eco killed by Fire. Maybe thinks maybe Fire is over investing this, and at one point, well, the center golden stone is running out as well, isn't it? Maybe feels like he's taking some reasonable fights here, but honestly he is not, especially now with the imp upgrades kicking in. +4 will finish any second as well, and is clearing up over here. The KD is just brutally in favor of Mr. Fire now. Just needs to wait a bit, then Elite Berserks, and then the game should be over any second. Maybe could even go for War Chiefs against the Light Cav, not too important though, I believe. Fire, for now he's just queuing up more Berserks. ACM selling another wood and food. Is he still trying to go for... Not really. Adding some battle elephants now, but still without forging even. This is so weird. And well, pikemen are just still pretty good. Heavy plow and two-man saw for Fire, getting all the important eco upgrades. Maybe heavy plow could have been a bit earlier if we look at all that farming that went on a bit before we looked at that. And well, massive amount of battle elephants now. All of a sudden, ACM he sold some of his food. Price for food still pretty solid. Is chieftains, right? Ah, yeah, chieftains, not war chiefs. Yeah, my bad. I'm pretty sure he didn't do chieftains, yes. Yeah, otherwise those elephants would just melt even faster. Fire's resources, let's take a look. He has enough to click Elite Berserks now as well. It's 60 population ahead. Maybe he wants to exhaust Mr. Fire. As we said, he might be up for 24 hours now. Chieftains and Elite Berserks, it should be the killing blow at this point. And kudos to Fire after going down to 2-0 to play such strong game number 3 and 4 should be completely exhausted, but he, yeah, showed his mental strength and is fighting this one back. Elite Berserks, look at that damage output now, and now you can see how he's doing against those elephants. They are just melting. Look at that, bap, 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 GG, no more chance. And Fire is putting us into the rubber match 2-2. Lovely, lovely stuff. And G to the G. Holy moly. Fire with the Vikings. Had the one forward here, ACCM. I'm not sure, the rush into skirmishes there, just giving up the center. Then he went in later. Tried to push the double tower setup here. Lost so many villagers, a lot of army, and then it was probably Fire's game to lose. Lovely match here on Eldorado. And a lot of people want to see rehydration. Finally, we can see that. KD is so much better for Fire, but fought against massive amount of skirms. We can see 10k more gold, close to more than 3k more stone, food and wood. Clearly more for ACCM, who I believe still played one TC till the end, had one in the center, but lost that one after like 5-6 minutes. Sick game. Eldorado is a great map. Agreed. Don't understand the tryhard anyways. Everyone knows doubtful qualify for NAC2. Wow. Maybe he just wants to learn maps then. Fire army composition should be a meme after this game. Well, could be. Everyone wants a naked player at NSC. Won't happen. I will force him to wear a shirt. And trousers. Okay, Fire needs some time. Someone is constantly harassing him. On my phone? He's saying on his phone? I thought his phone was broken. Ah, not on his cell phone. On his house phone. Hey everyone, did Slime sign up? He promised me he would, but he didn't. And now he's saying he will for NAC qualifier number 2. Let's see about that. Where's the landline these days? Fire, apparently. Did you play versus someone on NHC1? I played like 2 games of deathmatch against TaToH. I believe that was it. Didn't really have time to play myself. How do you plan to host Doubt for NAC2? What's the question? If he qualifies, he will get a hotel room. You remember the TaToH versus the Max game 7 in so much Hunts versus Berbers, and we all thought it's easy win for the Max. TaToH played instantly with Tarkin's helps. Yes. And we also had the Tarkin's build against Winchester the other day. How many will qualify to NAC in this bracket? 1. Only 1 single player will make it through. But the next bracket will, roughly when we are in the loser bracket finals, the next bracket will already start pretty soon as well. Maybe if you don't know what this is really all about and want to see some more hype, maybe this one. This is something for you. That's me. Okay, let's take a look at the civilizations that we are having left. We won't have Vikings and we won't have Malay. So we will see. Rehydration, Huns against Berbers. Should be a civ win for ACCM, but we will see. Fire said this is a very wallable map. Let's see. Let's see. I'm really curious how they will play this one out. And you know what we're doing just shortly before the last game of a series. It is time for some hype, guys. Liereyy, thanks for the 5. What is the MBL body thing? Anyone explain? Look at his stream on Thursday and you will know. Someone else asked, how far is Jordan living from you? Close to the longest distance you can have in Germany. So it's like 1.5 hour flight or like 5 hours by train or something. Or something like in that area. It's like I'm living very far in the north. He is living very far in the like southeast. Hamburg and Munich. Nili, best driver in the world. That's surprising to me. Kappa. Okay, now it makes sense. There are longer distances. I know that there are longer distances. That's why I said it's close to. Like, it's the longest distance between two 1 million euro cities. 1 million people cities. MBR Boldness reveal is going to be a bigger event than Hidden Cup final. Well, a lot of people already saw pictures of him bald and some videos as well. I think Eddie did put everything on his Snapchat as well. Yeah. Okay, then let's jump into... You didn't really listen what I said and still tried to correct me? Well, okay, let's jump into game number 5, the last game of this series. It will be Fire playing the Huns against ACCM on the other side playing Berbers. We are starting with 2 camels that have 0 attack and a smaller vision that can find a lot of stuff, such as a lot of shorefish here at the side. Something that could increase the eco quite nicely. And yeah, I want to see how they will play this out. Map, otherwise, with the standard resources, I think only 1 elephant though, but normal amount of stone, gold, and all the other stuff that you like so much. Is this live or recorded games? Live. This is not ECL. What do you think? This is an Indian wet dream? Indeed. 11 boars so far? What?
Yes.
He just called a restart. No, that wasn't bugged, my friend. That wasn't bugged. That's just a restart. So, Fire's taking a restart here for this game. Elephant was pretty far away, needed to loom here. Out of sheep in the TC, didn't find them in time. So, not the best start for him. Yeah, makes sense. Can you cut the bushes? What bushes? You mean berries? No. How much dino sign does a camel have? I believe like 2 or 3 or something. We could take a look at it again. So, Fire taking his 1 restart. ACCM still has 1. Time for ACCM to go full lame. Well, you cannot really lame with only the camels, right? Will be tricky. But yeah, you could maybe just double block the elephant anyways. No, the stragglers. They're normal stragglers, and yes, you can build farms over them, but remember that laming the stragglers is forbidden. Who do you think will win last game? I think ACCM has a better civ. You earn or lose money doing Nili's apartment cups. At the last one, I made a very small win, like maybe $1,000, maybe a bit less. But you have to remember that I put in work like 500-600 hours into it. So my hourly isn't great, and this time I'm losing 15k this far. Let's see how it will be at the end. Is there a price for qualifiers though? Well, the price is to get 9 days of hotel, full paid trips and full paid food to meet 7 of the other greatest players in the world. Meet all the great casters and get your name out there. And then play for the 5k prize pool. Hey Nili, how do you earn money? That's what my tax lawyer is asking me as well. And then I always try to change the subject. Like game number 5 is starting with Fire again with Hans here. And on the other side, ACCM playing the Berbers. This time a bit closer to the shorefish and double sheeping here directly at the start. This time the elephant a bit closer for him, shouldn't really complain about that. And well, double lion here at the top. Those 2 goats could be spotted, but could also be not spotted. Not the best positioning for them. They're playing live. This is not ECR. Why are people asking me if those are live or recorded games? Rumors say that Nili is head of Hamburg Mafia. Just say. Interesting rumors. I think I will kill the guy who spread that rumor. How do you know the dates for the qualifiers? How do I know? I made the dates for all the qualifiers. If you know like when are they exactly playing, well, you either check the schedule below and then I will put them in to see for yourself. or on AOE Zone. You can follow all the scheduling topics, or on AOE2calendar.com. You can also see every matchup edit of all tournaments that are happening at the moment. There's threads on stream, reported. It's Nili, man. Where can I find German Guitar Ease song you played yesterday? Exclamation mark German Day song. What did you eat today? Vegan duck curry or something. Indians will be strong on this map. Yes, indeed. That's why they are picked and instantly banned. One camel loses his life. The duck was vegan? No. Or something like. What is vegan duck? No idea, guys. It looked weird. It looked weird. Very open gold spots here for Mr. Fire. And didn't find deep, unfortunate for him. Bit surprised that he already went for scouting that early. ACCM at the same time, he is starting the early walls, wants to make it a very long game. Has defensive stone, has kind of open gold spots as well. This one will be the one he wants to be using. So you couldn't just eat a vegan curry. I did eat a vegan curry with vegan duck. Bane it! Thanks for your sub. I think I love the mill further away from each other. Because like this one is accessible from both. I think just putting the mill over here is a bit better. Or like this one over here. That's just me. Uptiming should be pretty sick here. Because your eco is just so strong. You don't really need to farm before Castle Age. And let's see. I think I want to see a lot of aggression from Mr. Fire. We have seen the sick game of Stark and Miguel on this one, where Stark went for complete walls here with Marians, and that was a very, very good series of all, and incredible last game for sure. Fire plays this pop 21 up, is going for Loom, and then I'm curious what he will go for. Second Lumber Camp very close together, and ACCM, well, he walls a lot, but he's also going for Army. Interesting stuff. One less villager though, so a bit of a better start for Mr. Fire, who is going for forward. Yes, he is. Scouts this area, didn't see the walls, and is not on gold either, so that will be Spearman Skirmisher aggression. Interesting. And ACCM most likely will just go for some scouts. No barracks yet. All the left hand side, expecting the aggression from the right hand side. Stone, still very good for him. Nice defensively, and well, double gold over here. Maybe Fire is able to block that in the long run. Liereyy, welcome. Respect the no German rule. You say to Sunday as well. Your question already got answered. The helpful anti-springer. What does ACCM see? Still no idea of that stuff. Barracks now finished over here. Stable probably over here. Indeed. Maybe builds another house and should be somewhat safe. 3 spearmen queued up. Artillery range as well. Eco should just skyrocket out of this world. Love to see more villagers on wood actually. I didn't want to send more low HP villagers out.
Make it to NAC meetup as well. Thanks for the hard work anyway. I'm really looking forward to the tournament and people. Might be even able to meet Plebby. How rude is that?
Beth Tarantula, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to you coming over as well. $150, putting us up to 4,650 already. Thank you so much for your support, kind words, and let's hope that the meetup will be incredible. As you all know, the second Saturday of NAC2 will be the meetup day where you can meet all the players, and I hope it will be lovely. Outpost, a bit of debation. Defensive tower of ACCM was coming in, tries to go for some quick walls here. Can't really finish those. Spearman and Skirmisher still going for the aggressive moves here. Scouts around in Fire, he's trying to go for the kill. Onto stone, Mr. ACCM in the back here. That one villager is trapped. That's still not completely walled off. And now it is though. All that top, all that is safe as well. And ACM somewhat stable here. Needs to go onto that wood line most likely. Could go onto some aggression with his scouts. Interesting how Fire is positioning himself here. I want to see the scouts go out without any damage. Scouts could come around. Let's take a look. Two spearmen going to the back. Fire with a weird two walls for now. Pulling some villagers over and then wants to probably wall in between here. Makes a lot of sense if you ask me. Defensive tower by ACCM. Still has his gold save. Walls are pretty stable for him as well. Not a single farm. That's still a lot of shawfish. So doesn't really need to go into that much farming. Fire, for my taste, way too many farms. He has all the map control in the world. Just could have built another mill in the back here, guys. Just get the fastest food for himself. Another defensive tower for ACCM. Looks pretty solid so far. What a lovely mess. Scouts, what can they do? A lot of spearmen out. Some protecting here. Maybe even too many if you ask me. One spearman trade against one scout, tries to go for the engagement now, but two more spearmen around, gets some kills, gets a lot of hits done, even spreading them out. And ACM with a lot of losses. This is looking good for Fire. Maybe if you want to see him win, send him some Nili energy. He desperately needs this. He needs to get some damage done. Otherwise, hunts against Berbers will be very tricky for him in Castle Age or maybe even in Imperial Age. Fire, 300 food, 0 gold. Not really on it just yet. On the other side, we have very little food for ACCM as well. Ivik? Okay. Thank you so much, Ivik, as well. And yeah, was lovely with you last weekend as well. We played a murder game when we were in Italy, and I needed to kill Ivik with a beer bottle. And it works like if I hand him a beer bottle and he grabs it, he dies. And there were some people getting like 8-9 kills against other people. And I couldn't kill him. He was so aware at all times. Even kind of forced it into his into his hands, and he still refused it. I couldn't die him, although I kind of was always aware of it for 3-4 days. So Ivik absolutely on point during that week, and now, yeah, and yet I still failed. I know. But let's see who else failed. Is it ACM losing more scouts here, or is it Fire losing some? Seems like I was trying to disengage for now. And in the end, I even died an hour before I left. Feels Nili, man. MBL needed to kill me. Or like before that was Stiff, then MBL. All of them failed. But the guy who killed MBL was allowed to kill me. Then I didn't. I realized that, and in a weird spot, I grabbed a glass of water, which made 0 sense. But I just wanted to eat in silence, and he was just like, "Yeah, you want a glass? You want a glass, Mr. T West?" And I felt like, "No, I don't want a glass. Just take it." And I was like, "Okay, I will take it." Ah, you just died. Yeah, I died 1 hour before I left. Yeah, that's true. Overred, thanks for the prime. Scout still pretty active. On the way to Castle Age now is Mr. Fire with a lot of aggression. Scouts still around though. Spearmen spread around everywhere. Those won't do anything. And ACM, I think he's just waiting for yet another building, right? What are we looking at? The blacksmith stable working for him. Defensive tower here, and wants to stonewall that, won't finish it, and now goes more onto stone. Maybe delete those stone walls, build another tower. Indeed, that will be his plan. So mass camel archers will be his option. Maybe he needs to add some camels as well. We will take a close look at the army composition there. Fire moving some villagers over from Golds 2 more on wood. Realizes that he cannot really do too much damage. Again, thank you so much, guys. Tarantula and I victorious. We want target spam. Well, target spam won't perform too well against camels of the Berbers, right? Oh, the very active ACM found a hole here, as it seems, and grabbed one villager. Can he grab a second one? That one is 24 HP. He continues to go for that one. So snacks 2 villagers for himself. Is now only down by, let's say, 3. If we have wheelbarrow here, and we do. Okay, ACM with wheelbarrow. Fire. Let's take a look at that. He is playing without wheelbarrow. Okay. So small eco advantage for ACM, or somewhat even, I'd say. Heavily on stone. They're just blocking each other even. What's the plan of fire? Maybe some boom. There's a lot of boom. 1 extra TC for now. I'm going for a second one. Maybe some siege aggression. Pikeman, CA rush, maybe. That's not very fortified here at the front. 1 layer of house. 2 palisades even in here. Out. Going to disturb all that in the back. Pikeman upgrade now finished. Fire with the potential aggression. That's some army around here. Maybe just focus down one of those palisade walls. Fire. ACM is sending something over. Goes for the double house where only 1 was needed. Went for some knights as well. Interesting. Could maybe snack 1 or 2 villagers for himself. Stays very active over here. Plus 1 defense for the pikemen. For Mr. Fire. Villager count should skyrocket for Fire. Only 1 TC for ACM, who goes for his second one now. Finally enough stone for a castle. Where do we want to see it? Probably over here, right? That's the most likely area that could be attacked. If you ask me, protecting the potential second stone. On that hill is not really necessary. Protecting the gold as well. Okay. Fearing an attack over here, as it seems. Tough to judge. But yeah. In this area is the right approach for sure. Still heavily on stone. Opens himself up for the control of the second stone as well. And, well, we see some more knights without any upgrades, though. Fire has 4 TCs already. Not all of them running. Soon 10 villages ahead. And botkin arrow for ACCM. Fire outbooming ACCM heavily at the moment. They are investing a lot into walls, into a castle, without really doing too much. At least for now. But then camel archers could be pretty deadly. Those knights aren't getting any kills at all. Somehow leaving with their lives, or do they? No. 1 fallen brother. The walls at that side, and ACM, he feels somewhat safe. At least that's what it looks like. Each workshop now wants to clear up all the towers. It's actually only 1 tower. It builds some knights. There's a difference only at 10. Fire with his 4 TCs. You're not booming properly? Okay, well, he is. Wheelbarrow coming in as well now. Villager difference smaller than I would have expected. ACM must have kept his 2 TCs running pretty well. Botkin arrow here now. That's pretty optimistic with all the villagers. And a nice usage of all the shawfish. Something Fire is somewhat going for as well, but I think we will see even crazier approaches than that from some of the players. Oh, losing camel archers here. That shouldn't really happen. ACM losing 2 camel archers. That's just super sloppy. Oh, yo. You know the water will lose? Nope. Bloodlines plus 1 defense. CAs, I think, should never go through here. That's just a horrible stuff. Oh god, he will lose so much. He will lose so much. That's just how... Did he not know about that castle before? Apparently he didn't. Okay. Oh boy. Luckily for him, he actually somewhat survived. Look at that. We see a full HP CA here. And all of them are actually low HP. That's a bug. Now I reselect them. Okay, interesting. Okay, going for all the upgrades. Those camel archers. Hoggy König, thanks for your prime. See, I'm losing a third camel archer. Sloppy stuff. Going for some snipes here. And we have Fridge with 3 months behind that as well. Thank you so much for all your support over and over again. Going for TC number 5 here. Fire is really booming away. Can he maybe go onto pretty fast Imperial Age with an aggressive castle? He is certainly trying to build one. Camel Archer's not in the numbers to really take good engagements here. And without ballistics, it's tough to get the damage done to begin with. Over here, no real raids. Camel Archers have only had 3 more that he lost unnecessarily. He's getting some raids in for sure. Villager difference now up to 20 here in favor of our Brazilian player that so many want to see coming to Hamburg and laughing over here as well. The map is called Rehydration. Arkenhype? I doubt that. We'll see Tarkans. I think Halberdier Ram is the better option for the hunt. And he is indeed going for Tarkans. Castle's getting 2 volleys off, 3 volleys off, but not a single kill. On defense for the Tarkans. Pikeman should get sniped down. Camacha wasn't really grouped in there. Getting some beautiful kills. A micro away here. Okay. The Mangonel wants to pressure this area now. Should be a nice position. Ballistics is desperately needed if you ask me. Tries to run away from the pikeman first. Should get easy kills. Nice micro here. Lovely stuff. Ballistics finished. Oh no, ballistics finished. University finished. Second castle over here. Needed as well, but isn't really on stone just yet. 25 villagers behind. Fire will click up to Imp any second, and when I say this, he is upping now. But 7 seconds later, close to 30 villagers behind Mr. ACCM, but pressuring this front area. Maybe we can see 2-3 mangonels and go for big attacks here. Is sending villagers out on stone now. Needs to control this area. Could get raided quite easily. And we see some CA running around for some raids. Not completely out of the question. Ballistics for ACCM. Long overdue. Shouldn't fire also wall. I think it's too much to wall now. Want to wall all this area. He's going for some stone walls. Has the castle. Walls over here aren't really possible. And all this area is a bit far away. Another castle here by fire. Let's take a look how the Tarkans engage. Still no husbandry, no bloodlines for them. Only 1 defense upgrade. The only good thing working for them at the moment is that he's not fighting against ballistics. Which finishes now. Mangonel lost here at the front. Was it in range of the TC? That's a bit surprising. Huh. And he will build an aggressive castle here, as it seems. The trap wall will start, meaning Tarkan production needs to switch into stables. He didn't go for marauders just yet, though. Trap production should be a bit better for ACCM. 40 villagers behind now. ACCM. Only 1 TC producing villagers for him. I think a 3rd TC is desperately needed, if not even a 4th one. Ooh. Tough for me to call. It's way more wood here as well. Kill camels. Need that, and oh god. Elite Tarkans. Now on the way. That wasn't really weighted. Where did all the CA go? At the top there. A lot of upgrades coming in for ACCM. First of all, we need traps though. Okay, conscription in the back, trap in the front. Trap tennis will start. I think he will lose that one. Heavily on stone. We want to see another castle protecting that gold spot. And fire, well, he is walling quite a bit. Now the raid around the corner. Fire overboomed. 135 villagers is totally fine if you go mass Tarkans. I think that's not overbooming. Archers patrolling that area, not really doing too much. Scouts could come in now. Lots of walls from Mr. Fire. Let's take a look how the Tarkans will do against not fully upgraded Camel Archers, but he's switching away from Camel Archers. He is taking onto heavy Camels. Now needs to run back here. Let's take a look. Tarkans with 8 defense against only 11 damage output. Should be a pretty good fight for the Tarkans for sure. Camel Archers, shouldn't they run to the right hand side? Trying to position themselves. Still having the hill advantage here. Castle is even helping out against the trap. No, only against the Camels. Only one defense upgrade on them for now, so cannot really take any good engagements against all the elite Tarkans who are in the back for now. We see another raid. No, that's no raid either. Those CAs still patrolling at the side. Now making the move against the traps here. Camels are trying to fight this off. The trap has to go down, but Tarkans didn't take the greatest of engagements for sure. Lost 4 or 5 Tarkans here and a lot of HP. And Castle still could fall, but Fire doing a good job of repairing that. Plus 2 defense here. 50 villager difference. Population 182, pop 120. Clearing those Camel Archers up in the back at the same time. ACCM, it feels like he underboomed. Played this a bit too aggressively. This castle wasn't necessary. I think he should have fallen back a bit more. Play it more in the long run. Now is completely out of all his Camel Archers. If he had like 15 Camel Archers that were all lost over here, got them back home, he could have had such a better answer to all the Harbidiers that will now flood in as well. Sending more villagers for the repair, down to 1k HP here. Both losing and this amount of stone. But does he need more stone? Fire. I don't really think so. Now going in with his Tarkans again, but thinks bad of it. Is going back. Yes, now trying to find another angle. Villagers blocking each other so heavily. This is just so ugly for him. Pop 130 to pop 200 now, completely maxed out. Those players still with stone. Fire at 100. We see now completely out of stone ACM, and that is all mined out as well. So Camel Archer production down to only 1 castle. This is the big engagement Fire was waiting for. Pop 130 to pop 200. Can Fire take this one back? No repair on the castle. He's trying to buy 200 more stone. At the same time, some raids will get probably stopped by this one camel, but not enough army here at the front. Pop 115 only for our Vietnamese player. He went down to 0 and it's now looking like he will get cleared up. No more camels around. Harbidiers are doing incredible. Marauders is getting pushed in as well. And GG. Well played, GG. Thanks. What an incredible series. Fire, after being down 2-0, he started the series without sleep for 22 hours and is in the end taking this, and we will see Back-T against Fire in the semi-finals. I'm super excited for that and super happy for Fire as well that he made it back and stayed stable after those 2 losses, after that little sleep, and very happy with that. I will try to get an interview with him for sure, and we'll ask him interview. We will take a look at the achievements, and what a great series. And he says sure, so that will happen directly after this, so stay tuned. Ah, lovely stuff. Fire with a better eco, and I will have to ask him about this game. More villagers in ACM. This 2 TC approach didn't really work out. Maybe an archer range. I'm not that happy with his play. Let's open Discord and let's talk to him. Oh wait, Discord. I will try to call him in Discord. Fire. Not voice call. Calling him now. And at the same time, I'm updating the bracket. What a lovely series. And I'm impressed by Fire's comeback. For sure. Still feels like Miguel against Stark was a tiny bit of a better series, but surely entertaining. Surely entertaining, this one. Obviously going to the rubber match. It's just so nice. And then maybe not the most spectacular game, but it was intense. Game number 5 here. Fire wrote, oh, Mr. Fire, congratulations. How do you feel? Close series for sure.
So destroyed. It's I never felt so tired before in my life, I guess.
So bad. So how long are you
You
awake for
don't.
now? 25 hours?
Yeah. Like, well, I woke up today, 1 day ago, like 5 a.m. right,
Okay.
and I played till 2 p.m. Then I leave my home and I came back around 8. Then like around 10 p.m. I managed to have like a 2 hour sleep, 2 hour nap. And then I wake up at midnight and Goku no, and some friends from PUBG were playing PUBG. And they started to play PUBG, and I was doing really well. And I, I checked the clock, right, and it was 4 a.m. and I was like, okay, no problem, one more. And then I check again, it was 6 a.m. Since I'm not with my cell phone to wake me up, I was like, okay, now I need to make a choice. I'm then I call Goku. I asked Goku like, "Oh, hey, what's you doing? I'm coming home. Can you play with me till 11 a.m.?" And he was like, "Why? I need someone to be with me because I can't sleep. I need to play with ACCM." And he's like, "Dude, that tough, you're going to lose definitely." I was like, "Okay, I'm probably going to lose, but it's better than take admin loss, right?" Then Goku uh, arrived home and played with me like for 5 hours straight CS:GO.
Played CSGO. Okay.
Yeah, so we played CS:GO for like 5 hours, and when I like when the last match finished, it was like 10 minutes for the game.
Okay.
That's
Like,
fine.
that's fine. Okay. Okay. So yeah, like going into the series, did you feel like on how much of your capability were you? Were you still like 90% or was it lower?
No, first 2 games I felt like 10%. Like seriously, I couldn't do anything. Like I couldn't even lure a deer properly.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the middle of the third game, like I was almost all to TTC, and he went in with like pikemans and eagles, and I didn't notice, right? I didn't even notice that. And like, okay, I need to shake it up, and like, I don't know. I just start to play faster and faster, and I win the first one, and okay, I feel better now. And if you win the second one, then you just can't lose anymore. To be honest, I know exactly what to do uh, in this last map, so I was super confident for the last one as well. After the 2
Okay,
wins, of course.
what was your game plan? Because like if he gets onto very good top 200 army, it will get tricky for
Mm.
you, right?
The thing my plan was to apply pressure early on because his economy is worse than mine, in a way, right? So my plan was to make him spend as much as stone as possible, like just wall and stones and towers and whatever. Because like when you put a lot of villagers on, that when you put a lot of villagers on stone in feudal age, you're going to to look. I can't even speak English anymore. Sorry, I'm just too tired. So you
All
can't
good.
keep up the economy in a way, right? There's those sharfish and whatever, but I need to apply pressure and like make him fear me, so I could boom into pubs and uh, what's the name, Tarkans, right? That's the only thing I could win.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only combo I could win him.
Mm-hmm.
Tarkans, Halbs, and Siege Rams, right? So that was the plan. Apply pressure, make him overreact, and I think he did. I'm pretty sure he did. Like I did 10 pikemans and skirmishers, and that's nothing. Like with those sharfish, and he walled the whole map, and he put like 6 towers, and probably put a bunch of villages on stone because he had stone every single time to make a tower.
Mm-hmm.
So I put DCs like started, and eventually, if eventually start to trade one for one, you're going to have the better economy. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Okay.
it was fine.
Yeah.
I feel like, to be honest, Nili, I felt like garbage. I messaged Nicov after the second game. Like, Nico, I think it was a bad idea to stay away. I think I'm going to lose. But yeah, at least it went well after all, and it's better than a 3-0 straight either way, right? 2-3, good
Yeah, yeah.
games, It's more
Good
hype
games.
for the tournament as well.
Good games indeed. Yeah, they were great. Okay, the El Dorado game was pretty sick as well. You having Vikings there against his Melee. What was your what was your thought process like around minute 12, 13 after you built like three militia?
Yeah, like you know that I knew he was going for my gold and I didn't wall it, right? So he destroyed my whole start. Like my whole start was destroyed right there, right? I lost the villager, I lost the scout, I lost the 2 militia. I had them, but they were not viable. And when I get there, he's walled. And my fear was like, okay, if he's going fast castle, I'm done, right? He could done that because he's Malay. But like when I saw like all those skirmishers when he left his base, I left the bait there like 2 militia and an archer in front of them. Like okay, there's hope. And then when he went for my gold, I got all the villagers I could and sent to the middle. Right, that's my only choice. I was behind already. Either way, I was behind. I need to take control of the middle, and like I think he should have gone with all those skirmishes just to take the middle because I had no army to match that. To be honest. When I took the middle, I saw the elephants. I was like, fucking elephants. I might lose because of those guys, right? Then I hold on and okay, now it's time to. I sold every single penny I had to make a castle. Everything, like everything.
Yeah.
And when I put the castle, I know that was my game. There is no way to lose with all that gold for you.
Yeah, probably.
I just need to wait and wait and wait. I don't care anymore. Like he kept raiding and kept raiding, and it doesn't matter anymore because all that gold is just too much.
Yeah.
Especially like I could do champions or berserkers, and he would like to trash or elephantas. Like they are weak, like at that point, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, you need monks out, and then elephants can be counted.
Yeah.
And like they
They're
don't have the
expensive.
defense upgrades as well.
Monks are super expensive. Like converted a couple of elephants. After the first wave, I think he didn't have that much gold anymore. So I sold everything and bought the castle.
Yeah, sweet stuff. So next series will be a best of 7 against Back T. What are your hopes for that?
Well, to be honest, that's actually a teammate matchup, right? I love
Tyrants.
Ben. He's super nice. Yeah, he's an amazing person. I like when we when we met, he didn't speak that much English, but he used to type really well. So we hit together. We're all friends. So I think well, I hope that's an easy game, but I don't think he will. So let's see. He's super good. He's the best of Vietnam, right? One of the best of the world as well. So
yeah. We'll
I need to play way better to be in those. Like I will sleep definitely.
Yeah, and Back T will have good records now to look at because he probably trained with the ACCM and can see like where you went right against ACCM, where ACCM went wrong, and maybe you can work with that as well.
Exactly. Well, I got the advantage. I saw him playing, but different map, right? Like it was a chaotic. Like me and Out, we streamed those matches. Chaotic matches all around. To be honest,
okay.
3-0, but Chart had chance. You're going to stream. You're going to.
No,
see.
I won't stream them. Yeah, probably won't even see them. Okay, and other semifinals, Stark against Winchester. What's your prediction there?
First of all, I would never think that Stark would beat Miguel.
He did.
I think Miguel like screwed up on the civs, right? The last 2 maps. But yeah, Stark first seed, right? Is the first seed. So we're going to see a very aggressive player against a very defensive player. That's I'm sure about that, right? Winchester always about the good micro, aggressive moves, and Stark only defending and reacting.
Well,
I hope I hope it's a 3-2 as well, right? I hope it's a 3-2.
Will be best of 7 for both of you.
Oh
Stark
yeah,
Winchester and Back T Fire will be both best.
It's best of 7 now. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Nice. It's better than the best of 3, for sure.
It's better than the best of 3. Yeah.
Yeah, because the best player will most likely win.
Yeah, but we'll see. Okay, best of luck to you, Fire. Would be lovely if you start scheduling before going to bed. because obviously
Yeah.
we already
Now,
lost some.
I'm going to
this.
stream a little bit, and after this stream, I'm going to
You're going to stream
start. Yeah.
Age
Now
of
I can't
Empires.
sleep anymore. Yeah, it's 2 p.m. I can't sleep anymore. I need to wait a little bit.
Then I will host you. You start your stream
Oh!
quickly.
Okay.
I will host you after you made your scheduling post.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Don't wait. I'm going to post. Is there a topic already? Okay, there is. I remember to see that.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Okay.
Here. Back
And it's not like what are your times, Fire. You need to write down.
Oh,
like,
it's going to.
those are...
Fuck! I'm playing backseat. It's the same GMT. Oh no! Oh no!
But you need to.
So hard.
Please
this
don't
time
write.
I played. I should be at work.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But please, Fire. Don't write down like, "Hi, what are your times?"
I was about
offer
to
times
type
yourself. No, you have to offer times.
I have hello typed already.
Yeah,
okay,
hello is fine with me. And now you write down what times are good for you. Not as a question that you. I want to know your times, Fire, so that he can like. Have a reasonable
check it out.
response.
More objective. It's impossible.
Okay, I will read it. So I will edit the thread. It will be Fire. I will save it, and let's see what you wrote. Hello, 3 GMT. I hate you.
What is that? Oh, is that?
You,
I think
what
okay.
day?
Day. No. Okay. No, I was waiting him to offer me. Sunday?
Yeah.
Is Sunday okay for you, 3 GMT?
That's bad for me to stream, but I will just stream Rex then.
What time is good? What time is 3 GMT for you?
5 o'clock my time.
5 a.m.
5 a.m. Yeah.
Can you stream 7 a.m.?
I don't prefer it. I will probably, even if you do 5 GMT, I will probably do Rex.
Okay.
I think the earliest I'd stream would be like 9 GMT.
So I'm asking him Monday 3 GMT. It's still Sunday here. Is that fine?
That's fine for me.
If you agree,
but yeah, give him more times. Just write down your every time for Saturday. You can play every time for Sunday, Friday.
No, the thing is that I'm assuming he got the same schedule than ACCM, right? So the other times that they can play, it's like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. here. I'm not going to be home. That's why I'm asking like the time that I know he's
you can offer him like Saturday 10 GMT. Is a good time for him.
It's 7 a.m. for me.
Okay, then offer him Sunday 12 GMT or Saturday 12 GMT.
I'm going to offer 15 GMT Sunday, 3 GMT Monday. Love you, Bekti.
And Saturday you will offer him 13 GMT.
I can't Saturday. I can't.
Okay. Can you play earlier on Saturday on Sunday as well?
No, because I'm going to travel. That's the problem. I'm not going to be Saturday here because I'm going to travel. That's the problem.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Nice. Can I start streaming now?
You can start streaming now. I will update. We'll see if you really wrote it. Oh, you made even 2 posts. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Fire. Then have a great stream. And yeah, see ya.
Thank you, Nili.
In a bit.
Really appreciate guys. Bye-bye, guys.
Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.